today on Divorce Court.
I married Eric so soon is because I thought he was my soulmate.
Yeah, I've caught her in several lies. I can't trust her.
He has been going out, drinking, coming home drunk, and didn't want to get mad at me.
I take a little sip of wine when I got out work, and I deserve that. But all this building it up that I'm drinking to get drunk is a lie.
I know who I am. He don't know who he is. That's what his problem is. He's the jealous person.
There has to be trust, there has to be loyalty, there has to be communication, and there's none of that with us now.
Ain't no way in hell that we gonna ever get back together.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Joanna Mapps and Eric Mapps. The two of you have been married for 2 years.
Yes, ma'am.
You have no children together, but you each have children from previous relationships. You do not want to be married anymore. Mrs. Mapps, you want a significant amount of money from Mr. Mapps as you leave, and we will get to that momentarily. But I'm going to start with you, Mrs. Mapps. Why don't you tell me how we got here today? Tell me how you met and how things happened.
Well, me and Eric Mapps met at church. At the beginning, we were compatible. Everything went well. It seemed like this man was sent from me, actually from God. That's exactly how I felt, and then tables turned.
Tables turned?
Immediately.
Really?
Hang on. How long did you know him before you started to feel like he was a gift from God?
3 to 4 months.
What about him was so wonderful in that 3 to 4 months that you did believe that he was your blessing?
We had everything in common. Every time that we go anywhere or do anything, it was just great. I mean, going out dates, having fun, going to the basketball games, all of that. It was just great. It was just fun, and I was happy.
I ain't looking to mess with your faith at all, because I don't like nobody messing with mine. But let me tell you this. The first 90, 120 days is always fun.
Exactly.
You guys are getting to know each other. It's exciting. Everything is new. And once you stamp it with the imprimatur of gift from God, you excuse all of the problems that you see in the future because you already believe that he is your blessing, not just a man who you need to assess. Right. That's the only thing I'm going to say right there.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Mapps, what is your version of the we met and fell in love story?
Okay, she's right. We met at church. We met at church, and everything was smooth. But it was signs at the beginning that I seen, and I looked over because I really wanted to work with her.
Right.
And it was, I guess it was the rush thing because I'm in the church. I was deep in the church, and when the sex started, I didn't want to fornicate.
Right.
Okay, so I wanted to do the right thing.
Do the right thing,
I
yeah.
wanted to do the right thing. And being a man of God, I wanted to do the right thing. So I kind of put, either we're going to stop having sex or we're going to get married. You know, and she said, okay, well, let us get married.
Let's go get married.
Yes.
Never give a woman of something and then marriage. They'll always pick marriage. I'm just saying. I mean, that's just, you know, from me to you,
okay.
a little hint there. Tell me what some of the signs you now see that you ignored in the beginning.
Okay, one of the signs, we was in an argument, and I went over her apartment. It was like 1 in the morning, 1:30 in the morning, but I didn't knock on her door. And her light was on in her bedroom. So I was just sitting on the stairs, and she opens the door, She has a green negligible on, her hair's fixed up, but she's saying she showered and getting ready for bed. But she don't know I'm sitting out there. So when she opened the door, I shocked her.
Right.
And she asked me to come on in. I come on in, and I'm already thinking, okay, you wasn't waiting for me, or you wasn't looking for me. Who you open the door for? Okay.
Right.
So we go to the bedroom. We on the bed. She said, okay, let me plug my phone up. She leans over to plug her phone up. Stays over there about 3 or 4 minutes. So in my mind, I said, okay, she's texting somebody, telling them don't come because somebody's here. That was one of the signs I seen. Okay.
Ms. Mapps, do you recall that instance?
I recall it.
Tell me what you say happened.
He lying because
my
he
God.
knew that he was coming, and I seen through the peephole that he was sitting there, and I already knew that he was
You
drunk.
can't see me through the peephole.
Hang on.
You can.
Go
and
ahead.
I seen you
Let him
from
finish
my
the story.
bedroom window. I seen it from my bedroom window. Normally my hair is natural, and I was in an afro, and so if I'm in the shower, of course it's gonna get wet, and it looks like it was combed or whatever.
Hang on.
And so I had cleaned out my closet because I knew, things was going on between us, and I was trying to make room for him, and I seen it was a pajamas. It wasn't negligee. It was just a regular old pajamas and pants. And so when I opened the door, he's like, who are you waiting for? I said, what do you mean, who am I waiting for? I already knew you was coming, so what kind of sense does that make that I'm finna bring somebody over? That's just stupid. Yeah. I'm not finna bring somebody over knowing that you're there.
Right.
And so he just saying that I was having somebody come over. Okay. That's not even me. And my child, I don't bring anybody around my children.
If you believe that she was doing so much wrong, why'd you marry her?
Exactly.
It wasn't.
Yeah,
even
it wasn't clear to you at the time?
That one thing, all the rest of the stuff came out. Even to the point we were dating, when we got together, I 86 everybody off my Facebook, anything that was questionable. Right. She had like 600 single men on her page. I said, so if I'm your man, why you got all these different men on your page that you can't get rid of? We argued about a month before she decided, you know what, you know you right, I'm gonna get rid of them. I shouldn't have them. I said, you shouldn't have them. If I'm your man, why you gonna have all these single men on your Facebook?
Mm-hmm. Do you know that they weren't relatives or?
They jugging at her. Oh, they
jugging?
That means they were trying to get with her through Messenger.
Jugging?
Yeah, that's what jugging means.
That's another one for the divorce court dictionary. I never heard jugging before, but thank you for that. I always like to learn a new word. Yeah. I appreciate that. So now I'm gonna get you married. We're at a point you're married, and once you got married, things got worse. So I want to talk about what happened when things started to get worse.
So she gets mad, started cussing me out, backs her car up, rounds my car once, backs her car up, and rounds my car twice.
Mrs. Maps, did that occur? Mrs. Maps, I assume that the jealousy issues continued even after you were married. Tell me what went on.
One day, Your Honor, I had went and took my godbaby to the mall, having a good time with my godbaby. And I came home, put the baby to sleep, and everything seemed to be okay. And so we had sex or whatever, and he came back and laid down in the bed with me. And so he had powder all on his face. So I said, what are you doing? What's going on there? And he's talking about nothing. What are you talking about? Oh, that's just so-and-so. I said, you've been smelling my panties again, haven't you? And he's talking about, no, what are you talking about? It's this. I said, yes, you did, because I put my panties in a certain position.
Mr. Maps, were you smelling her underwear?
This started, Your Honor. She got mad at me one night. It was maybe 10 o'clock. She left. Didn't come back till almost 1 o'clock, right? And she said she was out of it, because she had took some of her medication. But when we had sex, her shorts and stuff was on the floor, but the crotch was wet. So I pick it up. It smells like Irish soap. So if you're going out to the store, why would you have to wash yourself? Why would you have to wash yourself? So I asked her that. She said, well, I went to Ross store and I put lotion on my legs and just rubbed the lotion up too high. I said, why would you put lotion and chain clothes in the parking lot to go into the store?
Because I had on booty shorts just to make him mad. I don't do that. And so when I went out, I put lotion on me. Because I'm not finna be ashy.
Be ashy. Yeah,
exactly.
You can't be ashy. You can't ashy.
So when I did go to the department store, I had clothes in my trunk and I put a skirt on because I'm not finna walk around looking like that because that's not who I am.
I got you.
Who has clothes in their car?
Mr. Really? Maps, hang on.
As much
Mr.
clothes
Maps,
as I have in my car.
Stop, Mrs. Maps. Mr. Maps, why don't you tell me about the time you went over your mother's house after you were separated, and then there was some situation with the car?
Okay, I went to my mother's house. She's supposed to be bringing some of my items to me. When she gets there, everything's okay. She set my stuff on the curb, and she said, let me see this video that you said you could see this guy in the glasses having sex with me. I said, won't you look at it on your own phone? So she said, I don't have the app no more. I deleted it. I said, why would you delete it and you saying that I'm lying and I made it up? If it was me, and she said I did something, if I had the proof of my phone, I'm not going to delete it. I'm going to keep it if I can show somebody, look, I didn't do this.
Right,
okay?
Right.
So she said, well, let me see it on your phone. When I tried to show it to her, she tried to grab my phone and I grabbed it back. So she gets mad, started cussing me out, backs her car up, rounds my car once, backs her car up, and rounds my car twice.
Whoa. Wow. Mrs. Maps, did that occur?
Yes, because I was so sick and tired of getting accused of things that I did not do. I don't cheat. I don't cheat nobody because I paid for the wedding, our honeymoon, because I love this man. I wanted it to work between us. I put my everything into Eric Maps. He's his own enemy, not me. He's fighting himself, not me.
Okay.
I know what I've done, and I refuse to keep living like this because of him.
I'm with you. Hang on, Mr. Maps. I understand that the situation got so serious that you demanded lie detector tests.
Yes, Your Honor.
And if you don't stop it, I run this thing,
Yes,
not
ma'am.
you.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to turn our attention now to the lie detector test that she took. Why would she talk to you on video chat if there was another man in the bed with her?
She wanted to detour me before coming home because she had this guy in the house.
That's stupid,
You really
Eric.
think that, Mr. Maps?
Yes,
I really
his
do.
mind
I
is
really do.
warped.
I really do.
Would you accuse your partner of cheating without any proof? Tell us what you think at facebook.com/divorce court. Divorce Court will be right back. So, Mr. Maps, I understand that you actually got her to take a lie detector test. Tell me what about the test, why you had her take it, and what the results were.
Okay, first, I didn't have her take it. She suggested we take the test.
Okay.
And, and when she said that, I told her, I said, you're going to fail it. You're going to fail it with fine code. She said, I'm going to prove to you I'm not going to fail it. Okay, I paid for the test, but I told her, I said, you really want to take this test because you can't pass it. She said, yes, I want to take it. I got the proof right here.
Okay, let me see that. Mrs. Maps, as I'm looking at the results of the lie detector test, why don't you tell me what caused you to volunteer to take it and what happened?
Because I know I'm telling the truth. I never cheated on Eric Maps, and I wanted to prove to him, and you didn't pay the full of it. I had put in my money too. And so when I went in there to take the test, because I've never gone through anything like this in my life, anything. And so I love this man so much to try to prove to him
She's finna tell you why she
ain't
stopped.
nobody talking to you. Any way possible that I could show him that I did not take the test. I went in crying, nervous, scared, everything. And my girlfriends, everybody said, you're already a nervous person, Joanna, so and you're not, I don't even believe you're gonna fail it. I mean, pass it. And so I was like, yes, I am, because I'm innocent. I am innocent. I haven't done anything.
Did he have a lot of setup questions and pre-test questions and all of that?
Yes, and I tried to calm myself down because I know the lie detector test goes on your heart rate. And so I kept trying, and I figured that this man only wanted the money because if he seen how upset I was, knowing that it was gonna be incorrect.
Right, I got you. Now, Mr. Maps, let me ask you a question. Why would she suggest that she take it if she knew she was gonna fail?
Okay, I feel like that she thought she's going to pass it because she can get herself calmed down maybe with her medication to pass the test. Because I knew she couldn't pass it on her
Do
own.
you think she was sleeping with any particular individual, or is it just random guys?
No,
what do you think is happening?
As far as my knowledge, it was two particular individuals.
Have you ever had any discussions with them? Have you ever caught
I
those
talked
two guys?
to one of them. We had words back and forth. I talked to one of them. And he pretty much admitted he could have her whenever he wanted to.
That's a lie.
He said it to you.
That's a lie.
I understand
He said
you
to
have
me-
videotape that shows that she had another guy in her bed.
The guy
got
ain't even visible. All you see is my...
Well, I'm gonna look at it for myself.
Okay.
So as I'm looking at this tape, Mr. Maps, why don't you tell me how you got it?
Okay, she was calling me to tell me to go pick up her daughter.
Right.
She's at home by herself. So if you at home by yourself laying in the bed and you talking to me, why you moving yourself over to make room for somebody else?
I move my head,
I'm
fool.
talking to the judge.
I don't care, I'm talking to you.
And then you can see
I
the bed move up and down because somebody's getting in the bed.
I don't know what I'm looking at here. All I know is her hand isn't steady. How can you detect movement when her hand is never in one
Exactly.
position more than 2 seconds?
No, Honor,
Exactly.
It's the phone. When she's talking to me, and then...
And how in the world am I gonna have...
She moves over, and then she's talking to me, and then the bed moves like this. I'm not moving.
The bed ain't
Her hand is
even moving. My
moving.
hand is moving.
The bed is not
the
moving.
bed is
Her
not
hand
moving.
is moving.
Honor,
And
I had to record that on another phone, and I was still. That's her. If you had the original, it would be moving.
Why would she talk to you on video chat if there was another
because
man in the bed
she
with
wanted
her?
to detour me before coming home because she had this guy in the house.
That's stupid,
You really
Eric.
think that, Mr. Mayor?
Yes,
I really
his
do.
mind
I
is
really do.
warped.
I really do.
His
I
mind
really
is
do.
warped,
Because
Your
it's the
Honor.
same day that she supposed to been making the ribs.
Yes, I was making marinated ribs.
taking the
I've
ribs
never
out.
done this before, and I'm marinating some ribs. So I videotape it. Eric, is this the way I'm supposed to be doing? He's thinking somebody behind me.
No,
Seriously, while I'm marinating some ribs.
That wasn't.
While I'm marinating some ribs.
No, I'm talking about.
Hey. I'm so glad y'all getting a divorce. I don't know what to do.
Yes.
We're gonna talk about the money that you want. We're gonna make some resolution. I'm gonna try to put it back on sane somewhere, and then we're gonna move on. How would you convince a suspicious partner that you're not cheating? Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back. Mrs. Mapps, as you leave this relationship, you would like $1,500 from Mr. Mapps because you say that's how much you spent, not him, you, putting together your honeymoon. Why don't you tell me about that?
Yes, I wanted us to have a good time. I didn't want us to have we don't have enough money for this, for that. Because I love this man, you know, I do. And I still love him even though he degraded me to a point where I couldn't even take it no more, making me have low self-esteem. And never in my life have I had low self-esteem at all. And so when we went, we had a wonderful time. It was lovely. We always had a good time, but it is his jealousy that killed my soul, and I refuse to keep letting him do this to me. I am a good woman, a very good woman, and I was trying to show him, and he kept saying, this is too good to be true. You keep speaking on something, it's gonna come to pass. So I kept telling him to stop. Let me show you how a woman is supposed to treat a man, but he kept digging and digging and digging and found a stupid video with me shaking my head up and down saying, yeah, baby, I'm freaky for you. He seen somebody screwing me in my glasses. Seriously? He goes to work, put it on video, showing it to my mama, my sisters, my friends, degrading me like I'm this horrible person, but I'm still lifting my head because I know that I did nothing wrong to this man but try to love him. That's it.
Mr. Mapps, she's not gonna get in. I feel you. I feel you and I believe you. Test notwithstanding, I feel you and I believe you. You can't get any money out of him because that's the money that you spent and you invested in your relationship, and that's what it is, and you can't get any money for it. I'm going to say this to you, Mr. Mapps. I think you blew it. You are so afraid of looking bad that you made up in your head what you feared. And whether or not she was or wasn't doing it, it didn't matter because it became an ultimate truth in your head, and everything she said, everything she did was going to mirror that false truth that you had in your head. I hope before you ever get in a relationship with anybody else again that you go get somebody, go in that head and look about and see what's there, because all of the stuff you're saying, only that, all the other stuff didn't make any sense. It's the symptom of a fearful mind.
Yes, Jesus.
And that fearful mind damaged her, and in the end, it will damage you. I don't think you're a bad guy. I think you're a broken guy.
Yes,
and
Jesus.
I hope you can get fixed up.
Thank you.
There will be no recovery in this matter. This court is adjourned.
Thank you. Thank you. I lost the love of my life. I didn't ever think that it would come to this point, because I kept telling him over and over again, you have the pen to write this story, and now you wrote the end.
I really wanted to work with her, you know, but who can be with a cheater? There's no way a person can be with somebody they can't trust.
Today on Divorce Court.
Me and my fiance are fighting, we're arguing, we have communication issues.
I don't trust him very much because he did cheat on me.
That wasn't me when I cheated, something came over me.
It really hurt a lot.
She's almost twice as old as me.
His family members have a problem with the age difference.
It's about the spiritual connection, and as long as that's there, the age doesn't really matter, you know? Twyla, I want you to trust me, to show you the person I am truly inside.
Divorce court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Twyla Leverett and Joseph Seidler. The two of you have been together for 3 years. You're not sure if you can remain together, but you would like to, so you've come here to me. One of the issues is there's a significant age gap between the two of you. You're 42, he's 26, part of which you think is the problem, but we don't need to go directly there. I want to hear it from you, Ms. Leverett. Why are you here today?
I'm here because he cheated on me.
How often and when?
He only cheated on me one time,
Okay,
and it was a year ago.
a year ago. Tell me about the circumstances of the cheat. How'd you find out about it?
He told me. I kind of could figure out, like, he was acting a little weird.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, are you okay? And he's like, I got something I got to tell you. And he told me that he cheated on me.
Yeah. Did he actually have sex with another woman? Was he having an ongoing affair? What happened?
No, just a one-time thing.
One-time deal. Okay. Mr. Seidler,
Yes.
that happened, I take it.
Yes, it's true.
Why don't you tell me your version? Why did that happen? What was going on?
Well, it never meant to happen. What happened was we were in a shelter together, and we were going through some problems, and I guess the misunderstandings for the last couple of weeks to a month or two, it just is built up, and I guess that day I was out walking late at night, and I just found myself in an apartment complex. This girl was there. She was talking to me. She was trying to touch me. So I asked her what the deal was, and she said that she was making a porno, and something inside me sparked. Yeah, something inside me sparked up, and it was like it wasn't even me, and one thing led to another, and it just happened.
You were walking down the street late at night.
Yeah, I mean,
This woman kind of gathers you up, brings you to her apartment.
No, it was all outside.
Oh, you made a porno outside?
Yeah, it was all outside.
So she gathers you up and she says, hey, I'm trying to make a porno. Do you want to be in it?
Well,
She wasn't looking for a cameraman, right?
Well, no, she basically had two already.
Right.
I thought it was more to it than just a porno, you know? So I was trying to figure it out, and then...
How much more than porno is there? I don't know what to do.
I was pretty pissed off, all right?
I don't know what to do. Ms. Leverett, it's such a fantastical, just bizarre story to tell that I believe it. Because if you were going to make up a lie, you'd do better than that.
Right?
So it seems like something that, excuse me, a dumb kid would get into.
Right?
So can you kind of put a period on it, because it was just this like outlandish, ridiculous thing that happened to him as he was walking down the street in the dark?
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's not like he was sneaking around with another woman. I mean, somebody, they had nefarious purposes. They had designs on it, and he kind of fell into it. Can you get over it?
Okay, it's really hard, I'm not gonna lie. It was just a weird situation anyway, you know, thinking that too. And I'm just like, it's different when you have sex with a girl, but like a porno, like really? So I was like, all right. So we've been together ever since. I told him, I was like, okay, well, the reason that it all kind of became that bad was because I have trust issues.
Okay.
All my other exes have cheated on me and lied to me and put me through literally hell. Right. And I didn't treat him like I should have, and it kind of pushed him to the edge.
Got it. Let me ask you a question. How long had you been with him before this situation occurred?
About a month.
I'd say it was like 2 months.
So,
About a month or 2 months.
At least 2 or 3 months.
were you really exclusive at that time?
Yeah, we were. We were actually engaged within a week.
You were engaged within a week.
Yes. We met online. I was homeless, and I was living in a motel with my son. And I've never been online, done the thing. So I was like, you know what? I'm bored. My son's asleep. Why not? And I got on there and I started talking to this guy on the phone. And he's like, you want to talk offline? I'm like, sure. So we talked offline all night long. And I was like, I never do this before. This is like really weird because I'm really old fashioned. And we did it, and we talked, and he was like, well, I want to meet, and I was like, I do too. He came over, we hung out a long time. Something did happen. We did have intercourse or whatever. And it was just like the spur of the moment. But it was awesome. Like, I'm not gonna say that it was like the worst part of my life, because I'm gonna say that he actually was great with me. He treated me better than any man I've ever been with. He respected my wishes, and he told me, if you're not ready for this, then let me know. And I said, you know what? Let's do it. I've never done this. I've never slept with a guy right away.
Can I just say this?
Yes.
On a general, I don't think I can leave this topic without putting this out there.
Right.
You meet someone online, you don't take them to a private place. They tell you whatever they, I'm a serial killer. I'm not gonna go on, hey, I'm a serial killer. Take me somewhere and I'm gonna. No, right. I said, yeah, you're beautiful. You're wonderful, blah, 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 blah. He said, can I come over? Then I'd hurt you. You with me on that? It's
yes,
not safe. It didn't happen this time, but it's not safe. Can I just say that?
Yes, you may.
So, okay. I understand, though, despite how wonderful it started out, that he's hidden secrets from you that you have discovered over time, and it is now very disturbing for you.
Yes.
Within the first week, it was just all about her ex-boyfriend and how awful he was, and how, but then also she has this pact with him, and how, like, if he ever needs anything, he could just come up to her and ask her, and vice versa.
So, Ms. Leverett, what secrets had he hidden from you, and how did you discover them?
Okay, well, the cheating thing happened way later, so that wasn't that one, but it was actually that he used to be a meth addict. And I did not know that.
How long were you going out before you discovered that?
A while.
What's a while?
About 6 months.
6 months.
It was more like two,
between
2 to 3, yeah.
Did he actively lie to you or simply didn't mention it?
Didn't mention it.
Yeah. What other things has he hidden from you?
That's pretty much it. It's mostly the cheating that really got to me later on.
Y'all
because,
are just weird.
Yeah, right?
That's right.
Let me say this. Let me say this.
Right.
He wasn't hiding anything from you. That's the stuff you uncover over time. That's why you take time and date people. He didn't hide that from you. He just didn't come out with it at the giddy-up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Mr. Seidler,
Yes, ma'am.
what do you find distressing about this relationship?
Well, okay, so in the beginning of the relationship, it was really one of those falling in love at first sight moments, and I don't know, it just, within the first week, it was just all about her ex-boyfriend and how awful he was, and how, but then also she has this pact with him, and how, like, if he ever needs anything, he could just come up to her and ask her, and vice versa. So it just doesn't make sense, and I'm out here, like, looking out for her, wanting her, or, looking at her best interest, wanting the best for her.
And she's got this backdoor relation going on.
Yeah. Which if there's a backdoor relationship, it could at least be a better one, not one that backtracks.
Ms. Leverett, what do you have to say about that situation?
The reason it was the pact, it was like, as in, like, if we ever broke up, we were gonna let bygones be bygones, and just, like, keep in touch. Like if something
Stay
happened.
friends.
Yes, that's it. And it wasn't like get back together and hang out and all that. I was not even expecting all that. I just was. I'm a nice person, and I'm a very good woman. So it's like I will be nice to you later. Like if you're my ex or whatever, and you come up to me and like say hi, I'm gonna be cordial. I'll be like, hi, how are you doing? How's everything going? I'm not gonna be rude and be like, who's your baby mama now? I don't act like that.
When it's over, you're not interested anymore.
Exactly.
That's it. Do you feel she hid that from you, or you just thought it was a bizarre thing to do?
With her past relationships and how it's affected her, she treats me disrespectfully. So it's weird when she's like that towards her fiance, after every single guy has.
But she's nice to her ex.
Yeah, how every guy has proposed to her and she's taken down every single one of them and said no, but she says yes to me. And she treats me like that, but then she's cordial and awesome to her exes and random people. It makes no sense.
Okay.
It's not even the fact that it hurts, like it hurts to see, but it doesn't make sense up here in my mind.
There are a couple things I need to talk about. One is, how do you treat him, and are you disrespectful? And if so, why do you stay?
And it hurts.
Does the age difference ever bother you at all?
No, I like younger men.
Because?
I don't think like an older woman.
Would you approve of your partner remaining friends with their ex? Tell us what you think at facebook.com/divorce court. Divorce Court will be right back.
He says you're disrespectful and mean to him. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
Why are you disrespectful and mean to him? And in what form does it take?
I have been that way since I was young because I would push men away that would fall for me.
So what kind of things do you do to him that are disrespectful and mean?
I call him names. I put him down. I make him feel like he's nothing.
Give me an example of one of the things you put him down about.
Well, I'm older than you, so I know better. I can push you in the right direction. You don't need to go this way, I think you should do it my way instead of your way.
So you're forever testing him to see if he's actually gonna stick with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Very.
Do you want to change that behavior, or are you cool
Oh,
with it?
yes, I do. I do. I've actually been trying.
You also said that you think he's financially irresponsible. He gets jobs, he quits jobs. Tell me what's going on in that regard.
I think what it is that it's too much pressure because when he does the job thing, he has to be doing something, and if he's just standing around, it bugs him. He's
Right.
like, this is boring. I don't want to do this, And we had a job together in Oklahoma we lived, and he was all like fine with it, but then all of a sudden there was no work. It was really boring, and he was like, I can't do this, man. This is like nothing.
Right, I got you. Is that accurate, Mr. Seidler?
Yes, that's very accurate. The business was brand new. It was there for about a month or two, but for some reason the business wasn't there. The people weren't coming in for some reason.
So you were bored to death?
Yeah, because I was the pizza cook, and so I was just sitting there doing nothing, just kind of cleaning.
No, you weren't doing nothing. You were collecting a paycheck.
Well, I mean, but
Right?
the thing is that I gotta be doing something. I can't just be sitting around.
But you
doing
quit that
nothing.
job in order not to have a job at all. So you might as well be doing nothing for money as opposed to be doing nothing for free.
True,
Amen.
which I learned afterwards.
I got you. Mr. Seidler, if she's mean to you, if she's disrespectful, why are you with her?
Because I love her. It's just as simple as that.
I understand your family is not at all happy about your relationship with her. Correct?
That's correct.
Why do they tell you that they are unhappy that you are with her?
Well, I think it's because she was homeless, and we had a bad experience with my family members coming in and living with us, and it just didn't pan out. And I think that was a major factor of playing a role with her.
Are you prepared to continue to be on the outs with your family in order to be with her? Is it that kind of serious and that kind of love that you're
Absolutely,
willing to do
yes.
that?
Because I've been homeless for the last almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in January, the whole time being with her.
Does the age difference ever bother you at all?
No, I like younger men.
Because?
I don't think like an older woman. I had to grow up really fast when I was a kid. And so it's like, I like being the youth type that I am. I like being
fun and carefree.
Yes,
It's like she hasn't had that growing up.
Yeah,
so
so
it's like
she's
she
doing it
kinda,
now.
She holds on to
Yes.
that.
She's doing
but
it
I like
now.
that because, I mean, I'm like that too, but at the same time, I got a more mature head on my shoulders as well. So we
That's
match
where we
up
click.
there.
I got you. Let me tell you what I think.
What would you do if your partner was verbally abusive?
Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back. My mother used to say, sometimes a situation is so wrong on so many different levels, it actually works out. And I hope that this might be what we have here. I think I'm looking at two very good people. You need to get over that cheat, because that was just some random little boy stuff that got caught in some nefarious plan that someone had. They scoped him out. He said he was cute. He got, what? He didn't know. He didn't know, you know. Right. So that wasn't a cheat. That wasn't an infidelity on purpose. He got taken advantage of, and you need to get over that and leave it alone. That's number one. Number two is he has the right to be with a woman who's kind to him. And you have the ability to be kind to him. It's easy to default to your bad behavior that does what's best for you, but you can't jack up this young man's youth in order to just satisfy your needs. There is so much advice I'd like to give you. I don't have the time. There are so many things that need to happen. I can't even begin to tell you. I am going to send you to a therapist once you leave here, because I think you do really love each other. But you got to make sure that you're living a life based on a today that you're comfortable with and the tomorrow that you want, not based on the yesterday that has put you where you are now. You with me on that one?
Yeah, absolutely.
We also go to church together, too.
Well, and that's wonderful. And that step forward together in what you do. And when she starts
that's
being...
all I ever wanted.
And if she starts being that nasty chick, I'm not tolerating that. Go in another room, get it together, and when you can treat me respectfully, come on back. Stand solid in that. Do you understand that?
Absolutely.
I ain't saying you're a bad person.
No,
but
I
get
get that.
It's going to benefit you if he doesn't
I'm fine
take
with
it.
that.
I know.
No, I've told him that.
I look angry when I'm passionate. I'm not.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not mad at you or nothing.
I wouldn't care if you were. I used to put people in jail for a living. I get over what people think of me.
I can imagine.
But I think this might be one of those situations that everything is so wrong, it might actually turn out right.
Yeah.
I hope it is. It is my best to you both. And this matter is adjourned.
Thank you, Judge.
The judge gave her blessings today, and she gave us encouragement to stay together. I'm going to be more sweet and loving and actually show him that I do love him.
And I'm going to be more patient and more understanding, and I'm gonna realize that you've had major problems in the past, and I do realize that, and I understand, and I'll always be here for you. Just know that.
Today on Divorce Court.
I'm here because I messed up and I don't want to lose my girl.
He wanted to see other people, and that's the reason we're here right now.
Lena always wants us to do everything together, but we don't have to do everything together to show that I love her.
I do way more for Jason than he does for me.
I'm a private person and she talks a lot.
I want to say I'll leave him if he doesn't change, but I just don't know.
I mean, I'm going to make her say yes by showing her that, I would never make this mistake again and that I love her.
There are things that have happened in Jason and I relationship that we really need to work on, and I hope the judge can help us figure it out.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Qualina Lewis and Jason Williams. The two of you have been together for 4 years, exclusive for the last 2. You are here asking my advice because you love each other, you want to stay together, but you're in a bit of a mess. So we are going to address that. I had you take my compatibility test, and we will talk about that momentarily. But before we do, Ms. Lewis, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and how we got here today?
You know, when I met Jason, we had a great connection. You know, we were together all the time, wanted to be with each other. But he didn't want to be exclusive, and I did. He wanted to see other people. He didn't want to put a title on it. He wanted to not make me his girlfriend, in his words. But when
How long did that last?
It's kind of still going a little bit right now. Sometimes he's in, sometimes he's not. So that's why we're here.
Well,
right
Mr.
now.
Williams, what is your contention with respect to that?
Part of what she's saying is true, but
When did things turn so you decided to become monogamous?
first of all, when we first met, I was just getting out of a relationship. So I didn't just want to just jump into another relationship.
Right.
So I wanted to take my time because my last couple of relationships that I've been in, you know what I'm saying, I kind of rushed them. You know what I'm saying, not getting to know this person, you know what I'm saying, and just going head first. So I really liked the Qualina, and you know what I'm saying, I didn't want to rush it. So I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, I wanted it to work. So I wanted to take, no matter how long it take, 2 years, 3 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, if it took 5 years for us to, you know what I'm saying, fall in love, I mean, to be together, I wasn't ready.
At what point did you decide that you at least wanted to try to be exclusive?
I mean, because she tried hard. I mean, she was persistent.
pressing.
Yeah. She
Were
was
you pressing?
She was hard. Hard.
I was
mean,
pressing because I liked him a lot, and I could tell that
She
he
would not give
really
in.
liked me. So
would not
I
give
was
in.
pressing. I was.
yeah. She wouldn't give in, Your Honor.
So she just wore you down.
She did. She wore me down.
Finally called her your girlfriend.
Yes, I finally, you know.
But it didn't really take, right?
No.
How often, well, let me ask her first, then I'll ask
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
How often have you caught him cheating on you in the last, we'll say 2 years ago?
Yes, ma'am.
Is about the exclusivity period. How often has he cheated in those 2 years?
From what I know.
Yeah, from what you know.
From what I know, twice.
Twice.
Yes, the first time, you know, we said we were going to be in a committed relationship. Even before, when he didn't want to be, he wanted me to be committed. You understand?
That's not true. That's not true.
He wanted me to be committed. I couldn't go out on
That ain't
dates,
true.
even though he could. You know, he was so jealous. He was super jealous.
It was both.
Are you super jealous?
I'm not super jealous, Your Honor. I mean, it's everybody jealous to a certain degree.
One time I was going out with my friends.
Right.
Right. He didn't mind until I came out with my dress on and I looked good. Judge, he said, "You're not going anywhere looking like that," and he literally ripped the dress off
No,
of me.
no. That's not what happened, Your Honor.
What happened,
Literally.
Mr.
I'm gonna tell
Williams?
you what happened. The truth, what happened. You know, we was having a problem prior to her going out. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know she was going out. You know what I'm saying? We had a little altercation. It was
Right.
petty. It wasn't that major.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
But I know we was disagreeing on something. So she get a phone call. One of her friends called to ask if she want to go out. You know what I'm saying? She said yes, but I'm like, huh? You don't say yes to go out when, you know what I'm saying, we trying to fix this little situation or whatever. I said, so you still going out when we having a little altercation? And she was like, yeah. And she turned away. So, you know what I'm saying, not meaning that not reach to grab, to reach for, and my finger caught her dress. You know what I'm saying? And it ripped a little bit. It was a mistake. It wasn't that, you know what I'm saying?
Mr. Williams,
I admit to it.
let me say this. I know you admit that it's wrong and all that, but I'm going to tell you how deep that is and why it concerns me. How dare you walk out of a room when I'm trying to talk to you, is what that said. That's a controlling move. And people who are controlling and get angry and want to control the actions and the leaving and the comings and goings of another person, that's deeply rooted in insecurity, and it's no bueno. You know what I'm saying,
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Williams?
Yes, ma'am. I understand what you're saying, but it wasn't nothing like that. It was totally unintentionally.
Yeah, but you reached out to stop her because you were mad that she was leaving.
Kind of turned, well, yeah, a little jealous. She
That's
was looking
what
good
that
in that
was.
dress. I was kind of jealous because she was, you know what I'm saying, the dress was looking pretty good.
Yeah.
You know,
But all of that is part of the same problem, Mr. Williams.
Yes, ma'am.
I just want you to acknowledge that
Yes, ma'am.
as a concern so you can look for it in the future.
yes,
because
ma'am.
you know you have the capacity to go there.
Yes, ma'am. I saw that I went too far with it, and immediately I knew the situation was wrong. So I apologized to her, even though I know at the moment she was mad, she wasn't going to accept it right now.
Okay. The next thing I want to talk about, because this is the part that always gets me. Why are you so committed to getting the commitment from him when so much has gone so wrong so soon?
Yeah. When I went through his messages and seen messages from girls and him, because they were really explicit, like explicit messages, it was emotional.
Now, Mr. Williams, do you know what she's talking about?
Yes, ma'am, I
And
do.
did you have that kind of intimacy with that other woman? I want to get to the bottom of this, Mrs. Lewis. So I'm going to lay some bricks for you.
Yes.
He didn't want to be exclusive in the beginning. You had to nag him into being exclusive. Once he did that, he still cheated on you. While you were together, he would rip your dress. Why are you chasing that wall?
I guess it's just because we have so much fun together. Like, we have a lot of fun. We go fishing, we go, walks on parks. We have a lot of the same interests. But Jason, he's not all bad. He's great.
I'm not saying he's a bad person. I'm
No,
saying
we
these
have
are
a
all these
good-
negative things, and
Yes,
you're
a lot of
chasing
negative.
getting committed to these negative things. So, Ms. Lewis, what would you need from him in order to clear up? Because you cheated with an ex, correct?
No, I wouldn't say an ex. It was a friend with benefits.
A friend with benefits.
Before her.
Before her, right?
Yes, it was somebody that I knew
How
before
did you
her.
find out about that?
Well, I looked through his phone. Usually, his phone is under lock and key. He's super private about his phone all the time. And this day, we had just came back from Alabama. Like, this whole year, our relationship has been the best it's ever been, really. Like, it was
So
going
things are getting
so
better,
great.
we're on the upswing.
Yeah.
It was really great. So when I went through his messages and seen messages from girls and him, not even about sex, because they were really explicit, like explicit messages. It was more of he cared about that one girl that he's talking about. He was calling her baby. He was saying, I missed you. So that,
So it was an emotional
yeah,
affair.
it was emotional.
Now, Mr. Williams, do you know what she's talking about?
Yes, ma'am.
And you
ma'am.
know which texts and emails or whatever she's
Yes.
referring to?
Yes, ma'am, I
And
do.
did you have that kind of intimacy with that other woman?
Through text messages.
Yeah, well,
But-
yeah.
But the feelings wasn't there. I mean, that's how we talk to each other. My love is for her. Yeah, me and this other girl, we text each other like, good morning, hey love, how you doing? But that's how we talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing like that.
Do you understand, Mr. Williams, if you're going to commit to one woman, you can't talk to other women like that?
I do.
You know what I mean? You just can't do it.
Yes, ma'am. I totally understand that.
Is that something that you'd be willing to stop doing?
I stopped it. She knows. She got password. She got my password to my phone. She, you know what I'm saying? She go through it anytime she wants. She told me to call the other girl and cut it loose. I called her and I cut it loose. I told her not to call me. I won't call her. I won't text her. You know what I'm saying? Don't text me.
Did all that happen?
It did.
I stopped it. You know?
He stopped it, but
You're still really hurt. What do you need?
I honestly don't. I don't know, because I'm asking him what I asked him for. He gave me, break it off with them. Let me see your phone, but I still don't know if I can trust him, because I just started trusting him this year. So when it was good, I thought we were committed. So
And to find that was devastating.
Was devastating. I was so shocked. Like,
Yeah.
really, we're good, and this is what you're doing. You know, I took care of him. Like, when he got hurt, I'm over here cooking everything, helping him get dressed, helping him shower and everything. So it was like so much betrayal. I don't even know what he could do to make it up to me. Like,
I got you.
I'm still hurt.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you a moment, Ms. Lewis and Mr. Williams. We've been talking about you this whole time, so I'm gonna give you an opportunity to tell me what your concerns are. I understand you believe that part of the reason maybe that you had this other woman is that you couldn't confide in her.
Yes.
My understanding is you already bought a wedding dress.
Yes.
Here's the thing, I understand that despite the fact that you are dying to have a wedding, he proposed to you, but you said no.
Yes.
Yeah,
How did that happen? Would you marry someone who had already cheated when you were dating?
Tell us what you think at facebook.com/divorce court. Divorce Court will be right back. If you would like your case to be heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Divorce Court.
So, Mr. Williams, why do you believe you can't confide in Ms. Lewis?
I mean, I'm a private person, Your Honor.
Right.
You know, I like to keep what goes on in the house in the house. If I feel like every time I tell you something and you running out to tell your friends and your family or whatever, everything we talk about, then I don't want to talk to you about nothing. If I feel like my business is going to be in the streets, you know what I'm saying? If I come to you and tell you, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't want nobody to know this.
You got loose lips, Ms. Lewis?
I kind of got loose lips, but like, it's my mom, you know, we have a good relationship, so I confide in her. And things that I talk about is really common knowledge.
Like what?
Like anything if he'll tell me things about his friends or his family, it's just common knowledge.
It's not a secret. It's no big deal.
It's no big
my
deal.
sister went to a wedding the other day.
Yeah,
that kind of information.
It's no big deal. It's
Mr. Williams, is that the kind of information that she's sharing, or is it something else?
It's something more. But even if it was that right there, if I tell you, even if my sister was, you know what I'm saying, having a wedding, if I tell you, don't tell nobody, why would you go tell somebody?
Because she's a woman.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
You know what I mean? As long as it's not, we talk about what's going on, what's the day, you know, all that kind of stuff. Where is the harm in that?
It's not just that she tells everything.
I think
personal
he
business.
uses an excuse because he likes to be secretive. He lives a secret life. That's what I felt our whole relationship, even to this day. You lived a secret life. Right. And that's what he uses as an excuse. I don't tell you nothing because you tell your mom and you tell the business.
All right, he's secretive. Another brick. Now, I'm behind this wall trying to see you. Mm-hmm. My understanding is you already bought a wedding dress.
Yes.
Didn't that panic you a little bit?
It did, Yana. It did, because I wasn't ready.
This been
from the beginning. She's been talking about marriage.
It's a beautiful dress.
But that's how much I'm a romantic.
Yeah.
I am. I'm a huge romantic.
Yeah.
So when I seen that red wedding dress, it was on sale, super cheap. So I'm like, I gotta buy it. And I was in love.
Well,
I'm in love.
Well, here's the thing. I understand that despite the fact that you are dying to have a wedding, he proposed to you, but you said no.
Yes.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I felt like the proposal was really disrespectful.
Because?
Really. Yeah. Because of the manner in it came. He proposed to me after I found out all the things that he was doing.
Yeah.
I saw all the text messages. Then the next day, I went back in and found some more pictures that he sent. He sent pictures of himself.
No, I didn't.
Girls were sending pictures to him.
That's not true,
So then
Yana.
that's when I told him, you know what, we can't work this out.
That's not true, Yana.
And then that's when he proposed to me, got down on one knee, proposed to me. And I'm like, really, Jason? Just last week.
Mr. Williams, what is your take on that?
To be honest with you, it was out of guilt.
So you really didn't mean it?
I meant it. If she would have said yes, I would have been out of there. I would have went and got the ring that morning. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't even have a ring.
I know. I said I would have went and got it. I would have went and bought the ring.
Well, I'm going to
she
tell
gotta
you
say
a little
yes.
bit about what I found on my compatibility test, and then I'm going to tell you what I think might be of assistance. What would you do to persuade your partner to get married? Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back. I looked at the compatibility test, and the part that always, interests me the most is the part where what's wrong with you. I asked you to list 5 things that are wrong with you, and you said...
I put 1.
You put 1, and what was it?
I think it was...
Something you said you weren't during the course of this proceeding. You said jealousy.
Oh, jealousy.
You told me you weren't, but that's the one thing you wrote down that you were.
Yeah,
and then you left the rest blank.
I'm a little jealous.
Yeah. Whenever someone only puts down one thing or no things, one of the things that's wrong with you is you're not self-aware.
Yeah.
Because there's something wrong with everybody.
Yeah, I mean, we was kind of
I
rushing.
can name like 7, 8 things wrong with you right now.
We was kind of rushing.
And I just met you.
We was kind of rushing, so I just put something down real quick.
Here's the thing.
It was rushing.
Here's the thing, Ms. Lewis.
Yes.
I think he wasn't ready, but I think he might be getting ready.
Yeah.
I think he might. Now, typically, I don't turn a corner on something like this. I'd tell you to walk off. And in fact, if I were you, I'd walk off. No, but let me tell you something. I'd walk off and do my own thing. And if a man really loved me, he's going to turn in my direction and follow me and come get me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Work on yourself and don't lay your sights on my life is the future with this man. It could very well be. But you got to be happy within you, because then it makes this not life or death.
I'm ready. I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready to be married. I'm
You
ready to
can't
have my
make
own
him ready.
children.
I think he's almost ready, but you can't make him ready. But if you do decide to stay with him, you have to let go of what happened, because you'll be resentful for your entire marriage. And you'll be looking and ducking and dodging. The fact that he has opened up his phone, and I think he's really turned a corner. So I think he's worth waiting on. But I wouldn't wait at his house. I wouldn't wait while I was cooking his food. I wouldn't wait while I was cleaning his clothes. I would wait somewhere where I was getting a better education and going out there and living a life, and he's going to like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Look what this woman is doing. But I wouldn't wait by installing myself in his life as the most convenience appliance he's ever had.
Yeah,
you
you're
with
right.
me?
Yeah, I am.
Mr. Williams,
I am.
I don't think you're a bad guy. I think she wore you down, but you love her.
I do.
And I think you are about to be ready. But I think she should take my advice. And once she takes my advice, you gotta get up, get that ring, and get it going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
But I control that anger.
Yes, ma'am.
And control that control, because it's no bueno.
Yes, ma'am.
You with me?
Yes, ma'am.
This matter is adjourned.
Thank you. The judge said that I had to let go of the cheating and everything that's happened in the past if I want this to work out. So I'm gonna try to do that, because I really want us to work out.
The judge said I'm not ready for marriage. She said she thinks that I'm getting ready for marriage.
Today on Divorce Court. It's great when a couple has a support system of family and friends, but not everybody is that lucky. Today, we're going to meet a couple who came to Los Angeles with stars in their eyes and dreams of making it big in Hollywood, only to have those dreams dashed by the high cost of living. Now, they're living in their car, and they can't call home because home was destroyed by Hurricane Harvey. Let's see if I can't help this couple out.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Michelle Luna and Donnell Phillips. The two of you have been together for 2.5 years, but you are struggling mightily for a lot of reasons that have nothing to do with you. I mean, you've been through some extraordinary times, but I'm going to start with Ms. Luna. Why don't you tell me what's going on and why you're here in divorce court today?
First off, I want to say we moved from Houston. We moved all the way from Houston, Texas, which is over 1,400 miles away. We decided to come out here to chase our dreams in the music industry. But getting here, we quickly learned that cost of living is not as cheap as Texas. So for the time being, we've been living in our car, just making it work. And before we left, I were kind of skeptical, but this man here is like literally the love of my life. I've never loved anyone as much as I loved him, but it's just a few sketchy things before we left that I'm just not.
Well, I understand you now believe that he cheated on you even before you got to Los Angeles.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
So before we left, I was actually going through his phone. I have full access to his phone. We share a phone, actually. So I was going through his pictures, and I actually saw 2 different girls. One girl it was 2 pictures of this girl. She had on no top, so she was completely topless, just a thong in one picture. And then another picture she had on a completely different thong, which led me to believe that she may have spent the night and something could have possibly happened. But that was one girl that I saw on his phone. So another girl, she was actually on his balcony and she was dancing, twerking actually. And he was actually zooming in all up and down her legs, all into her booty, all of that. And if you're in a relationship with me, why are you recording another girl twerking?
Okay. So, thong girl and twerking girl, Mr. Phillips, give me your version of those events.
Well, Your Honor, both of those times, nothing sexual but happened between those females. I mean, to be honest, they took me on dates. They paid for my food. So it was more of, just using somebody. And I have my own suspicions about her and her ex-boyfriend.
You said you were using them for their money, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So you kind of romanced them for cash?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Would you have a problem if she was romancing dudes for cash? Next time, before you do it next time, think of it that way.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
tell me what she's doing.
Well, there was a time, that I accused her a few times about going to see her ex, just, off of suspicion. And, I kind of felt bad about constantly accusing her. And there was a time where, she needed her brakes done. And I said, well, babe, I got the money, here you go. She wouldn't take the money at all. She said, I'll take care of it. I got this. So that same day, she got into a car accident. And I ran all the way from the apartment to the car, and she was upset. And I can understand that, but it was something more than just that car accident. Mm-hmm. So I was digging and I was thinking, and that day, she sent me a picture, and it had 2 guys next to her car. I was like, oh, okay, didn't think of it. So I said, let me take things into my own hands and, just reach out to the ex and see, what's really going on. So when I reached out to the ex, he said, yeah, I've been hanging with Michelle, and he sent me a picture in her bedroom.
Ms. Luna, did that occur?
It did. It did.
How did the ex get in your bedroom to take a picture?
He was actually taking me to and from work because at that time he was out of town.
To work.
So.
Yeah, to and from work. Doesn't involve the bedroom.
Right. Which I completely understand, but he went up for like a cup of water and I laid down and he took the picture. So
I laid down?
I laid down. Like, he didn't lay down with me or anything like that. It wasn't like anything sexual. It was really just like, I need you to take me to and from work, and that's it. We're not getting back together. We're not even friends. We're right now.
If you were concerned that he wanted to get back together, why lay down on the bed and let him take a picture of you?
I wasn't really thinking at that point. I could take completely responsibility of that. Right. I really wasn't thinking at that point. I wasn't trying to go too much into that talk or that conversation with him. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's where that came in, but I take full responsibility of that.
Yeah, because sometimes anybody do something,
Right.
Wow. Now that I think about it, I shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit about you coming to Los Angeles, because once you got here, things didn't go well.
Right.
Talk to me about that.
So when we came here, we came across a film school that essentially will put us in the direction where we wanted to be. When we moved here, we had no family, we had no friends, we had no connections, we had nothing. We literally moved out here on a dream, and a dream that will work. But when we came here and we enrolled in that film school, it was like, you know what? If all else fails, okay, we're in school, we can do a few deliveries, which is what we were doing to make income. Just doing delivery services, period, just to make income. But that would go directly back towards gas, food, daily necessities, things that we needed to survive. So talk came across doing a regular job, you know, working retail, things like that. But I felt we didn't move to California to work retail. We didn't move 1,400 miles to work a dead-end job that's just we're gonna be a cashier in. So,
Mr. Phillips, you have something to say about that?
I mean, I did tell her that, you know, it would probably be smart for her to get a 9-to-5 job because I do a lot of freelance work. And I feel like with my freelance work, I don't have time, you know, to clock in at 9 and clock out at 5 because I might have a shoot at 5 and another shoot at 10. So I feel like me making that income that way could support both of our dreams if she had the 9-to-5 to, you know, cover other expenses.
Why didn't you want to do that?
I was totally with working a regular job. That totally wasn't the case. We both agreed on working regular jobs because we weren't getting as much freelance opportunities as we had liked.
Yeah.
So we had decided to start working those regular jobs. I started to apply for those jobs. Regular retail jobs, they will also send you a confirmation that you've applied for those jobs. Your login credentials, all of that. We are logged into our email on the same phone. So when he sees my confirmations, I should see his. I don't see any of that.
So he was, no, I got what happened. I got what happened. And I also understand that when that didn't work out for you, you two found a very creative way to address your financial issues, and I want to talk about that.
So we met this one girl, and she really didn't have a good vibe about her. So when I texted her, she was like, he came over, and he was like very aggressive, and he reached over, he grabbed me, and we had sex.
Mr. Phillips, would you like to address that? So, Ms. Luna, tell me what you decided to do in order to address your financial issues.
So I got a little creative, as you said. And what I brought up was a polyamorous relationship. All three of us would share the responsibility, and I didn't want to bring someone in that wasn't aware of our situation and basically want to build with us from the ground up, because that's what we're starting. So we've met one girl. She was.
Side note, you're bisexual, so you were open to this.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay with
I think that's important.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
So we met this one girl, and she really didn't have a good vibe about her. We have personality inside of personality, so if you're kind of just sitting in the back, just like there, it's kind of awkward. Yeah. From that point on, we both made an agreement that we were no longer going to talk to her. We were no longer going to have any type of conversation, anything. No contact with her. And the next day, he texts me that he's on his way to the store. The store is like literally 5 minutes away from the girl that we said we were no longer going to talk to house. So I'm like, okay. About 45 minutes pass, and none of my messages are going through. And I'm like, okay, well, what are you doing? He finally texted me back, and he said that he was hanging out with that girl. And I was like, oh, really? Okay. And at that point, he was like, yeah, she tried to come on to me. She tried to do this and she tried to do that. And I'm like, all right, if she started it, she shouldn't have a problem telling me that. So when I text her, she was like, okay, well, he came over and he was like very aggressive and he reached over, he grabbed me and we had sex. I was like, really? Okay. How could you possibly do this?
Mr. Phillips, would you like to address that?
I made a mistake that I probably regret for the rest of my life. And it was
You seem to have a problem withstanding any kind of temptation. Any woman gets around, I mean, it just boom, straight to, you know, you see a woman and your pants fall off.
It was just, I feel like I did a lot that I could have changed to not let it get to that point. And like I said, I was too excited. And it shouldn't have got to that point at all.
But at this point, I feel like he doesn't really understand what that did to me because we moved 1,400 miles away.
But
from
even
Houston.
Right.
Like, literally, I can't just go back to my mom and be like, look, well, he hurt me.
I got you. And you think that she's too insecure for a polyamorous relationship, and that the fault lies on her end. Why don't you explain why you feel that way?
after this incident happened, I literally deleted that whole idea out of her head. I said, let's stop this. Let's delete all of the texts that we have from, the other females. Let's just focus on us. And she said, no, we can do it, but it has to be done a certain way. And I felt like her insecurities caused her to grow jealousy within certain situations. Even before I've ever done anything, it was always, a jealousy derived from somewhere, and I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
So for her to, say, oh, let's add a third person, it was like, okay, but are you sure? And
But and then you said, are you sure? And then you said, okay, fine. And then her worst fears were confirmed because you had sex with that person on their own. So clearly, she was right to be insecure because you can't play by the rules, even when the rules are grossly in your favor.
When he went to go have sex with her, he literally spent money that we earned together off of deliveries on condoms for her. So that really hurts because it's just like, why would you take money that we earned together?
Mr. Phillips, do you care to respond in a manner that won't make me lose my mind? How would you feel if your partner wanted a polyamorous relationship? Tell us what you think at facebook.com/Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back. So, Ms. Luna, tell me about your current living situation.
So right now we're living out of our car, and when we made that decision to come here, we were really taken back at how expensive it really is and how realistic it really was to achieve actually finding somewhere to live. We don't have a safety net. Like, we can't go back home if we wanted to. Houston was hit by Hurricane Harvey. So everything as we know it is destroyed by water. My family and his family staying in shelters.
Wow.
So we don't have no one that's like, hey, can you send me 20 bucks?
You can't call home and say I need some help because they need help.
Exactly. So we can't really try to take away from what they really need. Even if it was, we really didn't have much before we came. So when we moved here, we didn't know anyone. So we have each other. We had to make each other, like, we had each other to survive. Like I said, we've been doing deliveries and everything like that. So when he went to go have sex with her, he literally spent money that we earned together off of deliveries on condoms for her. So that really hurts because it's just like, why would you take money that we earned together?
Trying to eat, living out of a car,
Exactly.
trying to eat, and you gonna take it. Wow. Mr. Phillips, do you care to respond in a manner that won't make me lose my mind?
I do. Like she said, when we moved out here, we knew everything. We knew it was expensive. We knew it was gonna be hard to, find somewhere to stay. We knew all that. But like she said, we had each other, and recently it was something that made me really realize, the things that I was doing, like you said, derived these insecurities. And we had a car accident recently. And
In the car that you were living in?
our home, our moneymaker, our everything.
So now you can't even make deliveries.
Can't even make deliveries. And to know that, we have nothing to go back to, we have to be for each other. There is no...
When you leave here today, where are you going?
Luckily, by the grace of God, we have a classmate that's allowing us to stay there, and we don't know how long that's gonna last. We know it's not gonna last long. So
Is it
now,
a male or a female?
A male.
Thank God. Because you are not a man to be left with temptation. That's all I'm gonna say.
But I mean, that really made me realize, that I feel like she shouldn't have insecurities for the simple fact that I love this girl. She's beautiful, she's smart, she has a soul like no other. And
yet you still sleep around on her. That's why she's insecure. You can't keep saying you oughtn't be insecure because I love you, because your love for her is not enough to make you remain faithful. It's not even enough to make sure you'll make sure that you have sex with somebody and condoms to do it with before you make sure she's fed. So don't tell me she ought not be insecure. She ought to be insecure, okay? Get that off your mind, because that's just wrong. You have to behave in a manner that makes a woman feel secure. Just not speak it, you know? Above the belt, you're fine. Below the belt, you batting 0. Don't get that twisted. I got a couple of things I want to say to you that I hope will help you out because I'm worried about you. Which would be the hardest for your relationship to survive? Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back. Dreams are important. Going for what you want is necessary for survival of the spirit. It really is. But to do so without a good game plan puts you where you are. And you keep talking about dreams and goals when sometimes, 365 days of a regular gig, I mean, you got 70, 80 years to go. You know what I mean? 365 days of a regular gig is not giving up on your dreams. It's just being a practical person. And sometimes you have to delay for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days to save up money to be able to pursue your dreams, because you have to do so in a manner that makes sense. Are you with me with that? You know what I mean? Don't just dream. My father was an attorney. He went to law school, but he worked in a linoleum factory until his law practice could get up. He never dreamed to be in a linoleum factory, but he had to delay what he wanted, even though he had the schooling for it. Because he had people to feed. Mm-hmm. You got to feed yourself. Mr. Phillips, I'm going to ask you to grow up. You have a problem with denying yourself immediate gratification. And until you can deny yourself immediate gratification, you're never going to be a man in whom she can trust and secure. You keep talking all of this magnificent, I love it, all this, and all these amorphous concepts about your deep love for her and all that kind of stuff, but women need practical things. You know what I mean? We need to believe and know we got a place to stay. We got to know if you run into a woman, the next thing you know, y'all won't be in bed together. And she has no reason to believe that. And so you have to make sure that you hold yourself accountable for what you do.
I want to change that.
Huh?
I want to change that.
Don't want to change it. Do it. Everybody wants it. Everybody working on something. All this kind of stuff. Make that a goal. Like, for instance, if you don't have any money, but you wouldn't walk down the street and take a hammer and knock a old lady on her head and take a purse, right? That's an absolute bar that you would not cross. Sleeping with another woman should be an absolute bar that you do not cross. Same thing, right? So next time you see a woman you're attracted to her, think about a little old lady on the ground with a knot on her head. And maybe that'll help you get through the moment without doing the wrong thing. I wish you both the best of luck. This matter is adjourned.
Right now, it's just gonna take time for us to get past the infidelities, the deleting messages, cheating, and everything like that.
I have to do a lot to change. I know it's gonna be hard for her to trust me, but I have to make a change. I have to make it work.
Today on Divorce Court.
William, I love you, and I want our marriage to work, but you need to stop drinking.
I don't think my drink got out of control at no point in time.
It's excessive.
My adrenaline is high, and I be trying to keep it low by having a drink.
Since he is the breadwinner, he is controlling.
I think she's in denial of being a shopaholic.
Everything that I buy is something that we need.
I spoil Smiley. I created a beast that's controlling me.
I'm not trying to control him. I'm trying to keep him happy, and the ultimatum is house, us, your life with us, or the bottom.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Octavia Mack and William Whitehead. The two of you have been together on and off for 18 years, married for 5 months, and are in trouble already. You have one child together. You've come here for advice to help save your 5-month marriage. I'm going to start with you, Ms. Mack. Why don't you tell me what's going on at your house and why you're here in divorce court today?
I'm here today. First of all, I love you. I've been watching you for years, grew up watching, and I feel as though that you can help us save our marriage. And the reason being is, yes, I've known my husband for 18 years, since I was 12, 13 years old. We've always liked each other, had crushes on each other growing up. We was with each other on and off for years, but I've noticed that over the years, he had a drinking issue. And I feel as though that since we've known each other, that it's gotten worse over the years. Prime example, we met each other at a pool growing up, and I thought he was so cute, thought he was so handsome, and we would play together, be together over time. As teenagers, we got older, we went out, had fun and stuff like that. Our friends would be drinking and stuff in that nature, but I never thought it was bad because we had school, we had work, and we had fun. When we turned 18, well, as 15, 16, I stopped dealing with him because he was a little too wild for me. I wanted to continue with school. I worked around that time.
Now this is a moment in time. I'm gonna say it again in case you missed it the first time. I stopped dealing with him because he was a little too wild for me, and I focused on school. Everybody soak that in. That's genius. Go ahead.
Yes, and so, like you said, I stopped dealing with him, and then over time I figured about 18, 19, I ran across him again because I was always busy and he was always gone. And he just seemed mature, a little bit more mature from what, we grew up. And we decided to spend time together for the weekend. So, of course, it's still partying, still having a good time. I bought a bottle to drink, and he bought a bottle to drink. And he drank his whole bottle and some of mine. So I was like, okay. So at the time, I wasn't driving. We were downtown Baltimore, and the way the subway is set up, when I came up to the subway station, I noticed that the escalator wasn't working. So I'm like, oh, I'm a little tipsy. I don't feel like going down all those stairs. It's like 7 flights. My husband, being a gentleman, he was talking to me, speaking sweet stuff in my ear. I'm gonna see you again, and this, that, and the third. So I said, fine. When I noticed him leaning back talking, he slips and fall down the stairs.
I think she pushed me. I really do think she pushed me. I don't think I was that intoxicated.
I ain't pushed that man down the stairs. I'm not going to push him down. It was 7 flights of stairs. He went rolling, Yana. He went rolling. He just kept rolling. And the steps go step, flat, step, flat. So he just kept rolling. He kept rolling. So I'm like, oh, he's gone. So I got heels on. I'm running down the stairs trying to catch him. And I can hear in the background an older lady like, oh, my gosh. So you can hear her coming down the stairs, too. We get to the end of the stairs, Yana. He's laid out. I'm like, oh, my gosh, he's dead. I done caught a body by accident.
Yeah, when I got up, I said, you pushed me down the steps.
Exactly.
Now, Mr. Whitehead, did you fall down all 7 flights?
I fell down all the steps, all flights of the steps.
Now, I just want it physically, though. When you got to the in between the flat part, you just had that much speed.
I had that much speed.
That
well,
you just
I kept on
going.
tumbling all the way down the steps.
That's a sight. I don't mean to laugh, but it was the way she said it was funny.
Steps.
Did you get hurt?
No, I wasn't hurt. You
ought to get to the end.
Thank God.
He done been on the floor at the end for about 3 or 4 seconds before I could make it, because like I say, he was going so fast. I get to the end, wake up. He get up like, what happened? I'm like, you fell down all them stairs. You pushed me. Pushed you. I know you drunk now. I'm not going home. So I was done. We broke up.
Oh, that was too much for you.
It traumatized me.
Yeah. It
traumatized me.
Now, Mr. Whitehead, do you want to tell a different version of that story, or is that fairly accurate?
I was intoxicated, but I don't think that I was that drunk.
Mr. Whitehead, the fact that you fell down all 7 flights Even if
Well,
she started it.
I felt the. I
And then
felt something
didn't
on my
get
back
hurt.
push me.
You were loose. You know what I mean? You were very loose.
I can admit I was intoxicated.
So after that, she didn't want to talk to you anymore. How'd you get her back? How did you get her back interested in you?
Well, and at times, you know, I seen her passing by every now and then, and sometimes I would follow her and stuff like that, and without her knowing, like, you know.
So you were kind of like on the low stalking her, just a little bit?
I'm not gonna say a little stalking, but I used to walk her home to her house, pretty much without her knowing.
He was drunk.
What were you trying to accomplish with that?
I'm in love with Miss Mac.
Right.
That's my heart. Right. You know, I met her at the pool. Right. You know, we caught eye contact, and from there
that was it.
She had to be my girlfriend. One day we was gonna get married. That's how I was looking at it. We exchanged numbers, and you know, I was calling and stuff like that, and one thing led to another.
Right. So at some point, though, after the fall down the 7 flights of stairs, she said, "No more, I'm not doing it." I got to find out, Mr. Whitehead, how you found a way to get this woman to start seeing you again, and what it was about who she was that made you decide she was worth all that effort and someone you wanted to marry.
Your Honor, those are clean clothes.
But it's not full, Your Honor. It's not full at all. That's what she did. She just put it on the couch.
It's kind of a hot mess, though, Ms. Mack.
It is a hot mess. Baby's crying. Baby's going off. I have to clean up.
How old are your children?
I have 3 children, all are under the age of 12.
12.
Yes.
So, Mrs. Mack, I'm gonna ask you, how did he get you back after that?
Honestly, when I see him, I hadn't seen him since the fall. He said he seen me, but I ain't seen him. And I was in a relationship. I broke up. We had kids in between. So I have an older daughter, and I had just got finished dealing with her dad. And I went to the mall one day just to get my mind off the breakup. And I happened to see him in the mall. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
There he goes. I try to hurry up and go around the corner, but he said, Octavia. I'm like, oh, man. So we started back talking, but when I seen him, he looked so good once again.
I got you. And we're still not married yet.
No.
So I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to ask you, you say one of the major problems that you have in this relationship is that she doesn't clean, the house is a hot mess. Tell me about that.
Yes, I go to work, come home. When I come home, you know, the house is a mess, you know. The food is not cooked.
The house is not a mess.
And yes, it is. The food is not cooked.
Do you both work outside the home or just you?
Just me.
Just you?
Yes.
What do you do?
I am a nurse, and
Oh, you're a nurse?
I am a nurse.
Are you working?
I am not working right now. Why? Because I just had a baby. We just had a baby, so I'm on maternity leave.
Oh, okay.
So it's time to go back to work.
Well, Mr. Whitehead, you got something in your hand you want to show me
I
about
have
what's
pictures
going on.
showing you that this is how the house is always when I come home from work.
And you're a truck driver, right?
I'm a truck driver, correct.
Well, now, there's a lot going on here, Mrs. Mack, and you home?
Your Honor, those are clean clothes.
But it's not full, Your Honor. It's not full at all. That's what she did. She just put it on the couch.
It's kind of a hot mess, though, Ms. Mack.
It is a hot mess. Baby's crying. Baby's going off. I have to clean up.
How old are your children?
I have 3 children, all are under the age of 12.
12.
Yes. And they can be a little messy at times, but I clean up after them back to back. He be so drunk at times.
But you home all day and this is what we get?
Well, I'm in the middle of everything. I have to do everything. Y'all, I wake up 3 o'clock in the morning.
I wake up 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, tell me how your day goes. You wake up 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, I wake up 3 o'clock in the morning. This is for feeding. I wake up 3 o'clock in the morning. I feed her. Finally, once he heard the crying, the end of the crying, he'll wake up. But I feed him feed the baby. Okay, I'll burp. Okay, go ahead, burp. But when he's burping her, I'll get up and finish some more of the clothes or what have you. And then I'll start my breakfast. By then, I'll lay back down for maybe a half an hour, just half an hour, because I got to get right back up to get the older kids together for school. Breakfast is made, get his lunch ready, get myself together,
She
dressed
don't be
again.
making lunch all the time
Baby
for me, like how
is
she's supposed to.
baby is still crying and so forth. So I had to stop what I'm doing to feed her because she gets aggressive when she's hungry. And then next thing you know, I have to go. I'm doing multiple tasks at once. He wants me to stop everything I'm doing and just worry about my husband. Husband needs to come first. But there's other things that needs to be done in the house.
Are you failing to recognize the complications of being a wife and mother, and that, you know, especially when you have a baby, those people are demanding?
I understand, but it can get a little better. It can get a little better.
You know, I go to school too.
Oh, you
We didn't
do?
mention that either. I go to school too.
Oh, okay.
I go to school full time. I do 20 hours a week, so that's studying.
So that's a lot. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on.
But she has help, though, Your Honor. I do help her. I do help her.
Does he help?
He has step.
I don't have
He has
step.
step. He don't help like how he's supposed to.
Okay. I want to move off of this and on to the part about the finances, because both of you, well, I guess, Mr. Whitehead, you claim that she has a shopping habit that is problematic. And Mrs. Mack, you say you're not the only one.
Like
You
I
say she's hiding bags in the trunk?
Yes, yes. She has it in the trunk. Wherever there's, you know, a place where it's though she can hide something, she has it, and I'm always finding it. I never seen her in the same outfit twice.
Honey, I just ain't take it out the
Our
trunk
bills
yet.
be late.
Should the parents of a newborn baby divide the household chores evenly? Tell us what you think at facebook.com/divorce court. Divorce Court will be right back.
Mr. Whitehead, you say your wife is a spendthrift. Why don't you tell me what's going on and why it concerns you?
No matter where we go at, Your Honor, we can go to a store, we coming out with bags. You know, she sneaks bags and she hides it. She hides it in the trunk. Wherever there's somewhere that she can put a bag, she puts it. When she put on clothes.
What is she buying?
She buying designer clothes, shoes.
But
She buys a
for who?
whole lot.
For who? I buy it for
For
the
yourself,
kids.
for yourself.
I buy it
No,
for
for
the kids.
yourself.
I seldomly buy myself anything, and I might even get him
Tag
something. But he's
still on the
talking about my
clothes.
spending problem. What about, y'all? I have something. He has a spending problem as well. He has so many shoes.
I never
and
seen
clothes.
her
He's
in
talking about
the
my
same
clothes.
outfit.
Our clothes is all over the house.
Wow,
I can't even get the
that's
clothes
a
in the
lot of
closet.
shoes, Mr. Whitehead.
Well,
that's a lot of shoes.
I do have addiction to shoes, but her shopping habit with clothes, I
How
think
much? I mean, on average, how much do these shoes cost?
about $125
$125
per.
Now, how much in the bank for the kids' college fund? How much we got?
We doing good.
You
We're
doing
doing really
good?
yes, because I'm very, very like I do that. I put money on the side for two things: church and them going to college, because I feel as though that's what they have to grow. But when I spend, I'm not spending because I think that shirt is cute. Oh, I think them shoes are cute. I'm buying as I'm washing those clothes. There's so many clothes in there. They're growing. So anything that the oldest one can't fix, I may fold it up and put it on the side because I'm gonna get rid of it. But he's coming in on the process. If he helped me clean and do the laundry, he will see that the oldest one is outgrowing it. So we have to get rid of it.
Can I just say this? Number one, I applaud the fact that you guys got a college fund, because nobody ever says that to me. So I'm just going to have to applaud. That's just fabulous. That's wonderful. And the only other thing I want to say is designer is nice, but children haven't earned it yet. Cheap shoes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I buy cheap shoes, because they're going to outgrow them. Don't, you know, image is a false prophet. Don't teach your don't teach your children to follow it. I mean, it's good once you make it, and you know, but no.
Like
you
I
say she's hiding bags in the trunk?
Yes. She has it in the trunk. Wherever there's, you know, a place where it's though she can hide something, she has it, and I'm always finding it. I never seen her in the same outfit twice.
Honey, I just ain't take it out the trunk
Our bills
yet.
be late. Our bills be late because she's out shopping. And then I had to catch up and put out more money just to pay the bill. Whereas though I give her the money to pay the
disagree
bill.
with that. I feel like that he's drinking the extra money, whereas though if he wasn't drinking extra
Well, you
money.
do say you believe that all of his friends are strippers and prostitutes. Oh, no. You say all of her friends are strippers and prostitutes. Is that right?
Correct, Your Honor.
Yeah, he's talking about my friends. His friends sending pictures of, we have poom-pooms around and strippers this and strippers that. My friends aren't sending anything like that to my phone.
I got you. Now,
But they talk about it though, in front of me. They talk
I want
about
to
it in
move
front
on
of
to
me.
the financial issue that just fascinated me. You have a house and an apartment, and you guys don't want to consolidate. I do not understand, so please explain it to me.
What's the worst way to waste the family income? Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back.
Mr. Whitehead, is that true? You have a house and an apartment?
Yes.
Explain that to me.
Well, right now I'm just waiting on the lease to run up because I don't want to put out extra money to break the lease, and I'm worrying about my credit, and I'm trying to keep that as an A1, so me and Miss Matt can buy a house in the future for ourselves and our kids.
Oh, so you're renting the house now
Yes.
and renting the apartment. You're just waiting for the lease to run out.
Correct.
Is that true, or is that not the picture?
On his end, on my end, I'm not ready yet. I mean, hopefully it gets good.
You're not ready
No,
yet?
I'm not ready yet because of his drinking.
You're married to him and you got 2 kids with him. What you mean you're not ready?
I want him to make sure that when he comes in, that he can handle, you know, we're not gonna spend an extra $50 to $80 a week on alcohol. We're gonna put that towards the bill.
I got it.
You like shopping.
No. I'm done. I'm gonna tell you what I think. Both of you spend too much money. So, you know, stop with the clothes, stop with the booze, stop with the shoes, because you can't really afford it yet. You know, if you have a home that's paid for, or if you're paying towards owning a home, that's what you got to make. You're almost there. You're like 85% got it right. That 15% ain't working. And if you get that working, and don't ask him to prove after you've already married and procreated with him. You in it. You're in it, so don't, you know, put it like, oh, he's gonna stay over there till he gets right. It's too late for that. You've already invested, committed, and done. So don't waste your money on that. I understand what you're talking about the lease, but you can pay off the lease and pay on the lease, but not live in the crib. See, if you're using it as a bachelor pad, that means you're putting 1 foot in the water and got 1 foot on the shore. You can't run a marriage like that. It won't work out. You with me?
I'm with you.
Yes.
Did you hear what I said?
I heard you.
You sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Good enough. This matter is adjourned.
Change that I need to make for my wife is I will calm the alcohol down, but you have to stop spending all the money.
Some changes I'm gonna make. I'll stop spending all the money, but I will do a little bit better with the things around the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Today on Divorce Court.
I'm his first girlfriend. He's never been in a committed relationship, so I don't think he understands how to be.
We argue about me and my band.
When Joe drinks when he's at his gigs, it makes me feel very disrespected.
I come second to her phone every time.
He is on his phone just as much, and he's on dating apps.
I love her to death. I'm not cheating on her. I've been trying to get things straight with her.
I want to be with Joe, and if he can tell me the truth, then we'll start new and we'll be okay.
We need to start working things out as a couple, because if not, it is the last straw. I'm tired of it.
I need for him to be honest with me about whether or not he wants to be with me or everyone else.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Erin Malloy and Joe Edwards. Ms. Malloy, you're 20. Mr. Edwards, you are 22. You are here on the Before the Vows. You have filled out my compatibility test, and I have your license with permission to tear it up should I think your union is ill-advised. But you want my second set of eyes looking at your relationship to determine whether or not you should actually make it down the aisle. So, Ms. Malloy, I'm going to start with you. I know you love him, but what's concerning you at this juncture?
Well, I feel like there's things that I don't know, and I feel like, you know, I just have this gut feeling that there's stuff that's not come to light yet, and I'd like to get to the bottom of it.
Now, that's very vague, Ms. Malloy. What things do you think need to come to light?
I feel like Joe's cheated on me, and I feel like there's other girls in the picture.
I take it she's expressed this to you on occasion.
A little bit.
Okay. Now, Mr. Edwards.
Yes, ma'am.
Now's the time. Has there ever been any infidelity during the course of your relationship?
No, ma'am.
Nothing.
No, ma'am.
Not a little bit.
No, ma'am.
What makes you believe that he has cheated?
Well, I have this, and this is from his email. It's messages from a dating website. He claims that it's not active, but if it's not active, why are you still getting emails?
Oh, okay, I got you. Emails and date, July, you know. What's this about?
I've had that since 2013, Your Honor. That's been way before I met Erin. I just have never had the time to delete it.
Never had time to delete it.
Right.
Ms. Malloy, you also say, though, that you have an issue with how much he drinks and the fact that you used to have issues and you don't think he respects your sobriety. Why don't you tell me how that's impacting your relationship?
Well, Your Honor, in October of 2016, I had to go to rehab. One of my ex-boyfriends, we kind of delved into a lifestyle that was not good.
Mm-hmm.
And I've gotten clean.
Good for you. Good for you.
And me and Joe, we've made an agreement that neither one of us would do anything.
Right.
And I've let it go, and I've let it go, and I've let it go. And he still does it.
And when you say it, what is he doing?
We've agreed that neither one of us should drink or do any type of drugs. And while he doesn't do any type of drugs, he still drinks.
How much does he drink and how often?
I mean, it's not a lot and it's not very often, but like he's a musician.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to shows. And I understand, you know, you want to have a drink to loosen you up before you perform live. But whenever you drink so much that I'm waiting for you outside the bar and you're telling me that I can wait while you talk to another girl because you're so drunk, and then you're accusing me of like sleeping with people to get drugs and all kinds of stuff and just like calling me all kinds of names, it's too far.
Is that something he does when he's drunk, is calls you names and accuses you of cheating? Now, Mr. Edwards, I'm gonna start fresh over here. Do you drink alcohol?
Yes, ma'am.
It's perfectly legal.
Yes, ma'am.
How often do you drink?
I'd say within a case every 2 weeks.
A case of beer every 2 weeks?
Yeah, between that, just a beer here and there.
Do you drink to the point where you're intoxicated, or are you just a little tipsy?
Pretty intoxicated, Your
Pretty
Honor.
intoxicated.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you deny being somewhat unpleasant when you are inebriated?
No, ma'am. Honestly, I do. I kind of, honestly, you know, taste of alcohol tastes pretty good to me, and sometimes one's too many and one more's never enough.
Do you not deny that you agreed with her that as a part of her ongoing sobriety that neither one of you would indulge in any kind of intoxicants of any variety?
Honestly, Your Honor.
You don't remember that
I don't
conversation?
remember that conversation.
Okay. Do you understand her point of view?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Do you care?
Yes, until I start drinking.
Does that ever prevent you from drinking? The fact that you know when you get drunk you can be ugly and a bit belligerent?
Yes, ma'am. It's helped me cut back a lot.
It's helped you cut back?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think is the main stumbling block to marriage? She thinks a lot of it is, one, that you're cheating, and two, that you don't respect her sobriety. What do you think the problem is?
My problem is it's about communication. And on my part, honestly, communication just doesn't work between us. It's all about social media. So you cannot get away from that cell phone for not even 10 minutes, maybe 5 if you're lucky.
You're just as bad as me.
Do it just to show you what it feels like.
Now, when you say social media, Is she just on it all day? Do you think she's talking to other guys, or she's just preoccupied with it?
A little bit of both, because it's like I go to work and I leave for work at 3:30 in the morning, and I'm going all day, and sometimes I work 13, 14-hour shifts. And when I come home, you know, she's still on the cell phone. And honestly, I look at it like, you know, why are you still on your phone? I'm home from work. Don't you want to spend time with me? But honestly, I feel like she might be talking to other guys, but it's just
too much.
Right.
Now, when he comes home, do you give him the time of day, or are you all involved in that electronic life?
Whenever he's not playing his video games, as soon as he walks in the door, yeah, I'm giving him the time of day. He wants to say that because he'll come home and he says, I want to decompress. I want to, you know, play my game, play my guitar, whatever. And then, whenever I'm sitting there on my phone, I'll be watching him do whatever he's gonna do, and then I'll get on my phone, because why am I just gonna sit here and watch what you're doing? Like,
right.
Then it's a problem, because I'm not watching him, but you're either sleeping, playing your guitar, or playing your video games. Like, there is no reason.
When I've always interested, you come home, you need to decompress. Isn't coming home to your woman and talking to her and touching her and doing all that kind of stuff, isn't that a form of decompression?
Well, yes, ma'am, and I try to, and see, from her part, that's one thing, she's on her phone. So, okay, well, you're on your phone, well, you don't want to talk, I understand. I'm actually going to decompress, play my games a little bit.
So we got the chicken and the egg, you know, who started what first?
Right, so she'll be on her phone, I'll go play my game, and then 5 minutes later, she wants to give me attention. It wants to be all over Joe, you know. Well, where was that when I go out in the door? Hey, honey, you know, how was your day? None of that.
My understanding is, Ms. Malloy, you believe that he has humiliated you in public. And I want to get down to the issue, what happened, why it happened, and then get Mr. Edwards' point of view on it. Do you think she's overly jealous?
A little bit. This female had walked up to the bartender and was like, oh, who's that guy on the guitar? And she was on the verge of actually going after that girl and like getting ready to light into her. And that was...
That girl came up to you after the show and was like all over you, and you said not one word about it, so I don't want to hear nothing.
So, Ms. Malloy, how did he humiliate you in public?
Basically, like I said, Joe plays music, and he has fans, but there's fans, and then there's groupies. Mm-hmm. There's, you know, the girls that are like, you know, I really liked your music, you know, like you did really good on that set. And then there's the girls that are like, I like you and your music. Mm-hmm. Let's talk all night long. Mm-hmm. And then
does he entertain that second set of girls? That's the question. Because anybody in public life is going to have fans and groupies, and you can't stop that because that's just part of being a public figure. The question is the extent to which he entertains that. Does he entertain it?
Not usually, but there was one instance that I was picking him up from a set one night because I don't go to the bars because I don't want temptation.
Right.
And he's outside talking to this girl.
Yeah.
And I honk the horn because I'm not trying to get out. I'm not trying to be around those that
life,
people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, you can wait. And he is talking to this girl and like laughing with her, and she's like touching him on the arm and stuff. And I'm
so
like,
it looked flirtatious right in front of you.
Yes. And granted, he was very, very intoxicated, but still. I mean, that bothered anybody.
Do you deny that occurred?
In my defense, Your Honor, there was actually a guy there too, and we were talking about certain songs we played, you know, and how well, you know, I put them off almost as if it was, you know, the original band. And that female happened to have been there too, but it was nothing directed toward me as far as like, oh, you know, you're just, I could just eat you up, I want to go home with you, da-da-da.
It wasn't like that. It wasn't that deep.
Musician's entertainer. You like to entertain. You like people to hear what you do.
Yeah. Do you think she's overly jealous?
A little bit.
What are some of the most outrageous things she's done?
Well, this is kind of understandable, but then again, it's like, really? Because I played a show one night, and she happened to have been standing there beside the bar, and this female had walked up to the bartender and was like, oh, who's that guy on the guitar? And she was on the verge of actually going after that girl and like getting ready to light into her. And that was... Yeah.
That girl came up to you after the show and was like all over you, and you said not one word about it, so I don't want to hear nothing.
I wasn't hugging on her or nothing.
Was he just ignoring her, or was he enjoying it? What was happening?
Like, she's over here touching on him and is like, you know, you do really good. She's like, and I'm like, she's like complimenting his clothes and all kinds of stuff. And I'm sitting back watching this. I'm like, are you serious right now?
What would have been the response you would have liked?
A handshake. And, you know, thanks for being a fan. Like, this is where we're playing next, that kind of thing. Not like, okay, let me go ahead and like hug you back. Like, you're not that big. You're a local star. Like, you're not, like, I just don't think that it's okay.
Yeah, you and I gonna have to have a talk about the life of a person in some kind of spotlight and the difference between just, you know, riding out a fan and engaging in illicit conduct. But my understanding is that the real concern that you have is about someone closer to home that might be an issue with him. And I do have some information that you might want to see regarding this particular individual. And that's what we're gonna do next.
Honestly, Your Honor, I mean, it's nobody's fault but my own. I mean, I drank too much that night, and I apologize for that. But if we did, I don't remember.
Really?
What do you think the difference is between a fan and a groupie? Tell us what you think at facebook.com/Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back. If you would like your case to be heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Divorce Court.
Other than what you've told me about, do you have concerns about a particular woman that he might be seeing?
I have a girl who, I mean, depending on how this is gonna go, I thought she was my best friend. And Easter weekend of this year, Joe was nowhere to be found. And then about a week later, we were having, I don't even remember what me and Joe were talking about, but he was like, oh yeah, that's whenever Desiree was in town. And I was like, what? Like, my best friend didn't tell me she was in town? And why do you know that? And and it's like, she won't really talk to me, and it's...
Well, she does want to talk to you. She couldn't get off work today, but she did send us a tape. I haven't seen it, so this is what she wants to tell you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Desiree. I am 21 years old, and Aaron is my best friend. Aaron, I have something that I needed to tell you, and I felt awful about it since it happened, and I really hope me and you can move past it. But when I was home for Easter, me and Joe slept together.
Are you kidding me?
It didn't mean anything.
Mr. Edwards, is Desiree telling the truth?
And I want you and Joe to be able to move past it. Call me if you have the chance.
If we did, I don't remember.
Seriously?
Life of a rock star, Your Honor.
Is your drinking habit so take you to places that are, I mean, do you black out that you could actually have had sex with someone and didn't remember?
Sometimes. I didn't think it would happen like that, but, just alcohol changes a man. Life of a
But
rock
it's
star,
not
Your Honor.
outside of the realm of possibility, is what you're telling me.
Right.
Is there something you want to say or do at this particular juncture? I'll be quiet.
Well, I can actually get help, quit drinking for good. I'm willing to do that. But I mean, honestly, in this case, I mean, you're so caught up in social media, and you don't give enough attention or want to be communicative enough. So I mean, it's.
So instead of saying anything,
I tried. You want to argue?
You go and sleep with my best friend.
I tried, and you want to argue. That's all you want to do.
Mr. Edwards, that's not at all what I had in mind. You love this woman, do you not?
Yes, ma'am.
You're here on the before the vows, are you not?
Yes, ma'am.
You're trying to make a determination as to whether or not you guys should spend the rest of your life together. You get caught messing with her best friend, and you go over there and complain about social media. I'm gonna give you one more time not to look like a jerk. turn around and say something.
I apologize. I'm sorry, like, dearly.
You really think it's her fault, though, don't you?
Honestly, Your Honor, I mean, it's nobody's fault but my own. I mean, I drank too much that night, and I apologize for that. But like I said, in this case, it's man. Sometimes a man has needs, and a man that wants more than just sex, and he wants to be communicative with.
You
his
want
woman.
more than just sex, so you go and sleep with my best friend.
Well, you
Do
stay
you
on your
realize
phone.
how dumb that sounds?
Okay, well, I get up and go to work at 3:30 in the morning, but I wake up and you're still on your phone at 2:45 in the morning, and you tell me you're Googling how to turn an outside cat into an inside cat? Really?
You want to check
How are you
the
going to Google that at
history?
2:45 in the morning when you should be asleep? Why are you,
Normally, at this time, I would ask for a professional love, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to look at the compatibility test. I'm going to talk to you, and then I'm going to talk to you. And then I want everybody to hear exactly what I got to say. What would you do if your partner and your best friend hooked up? Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back. I've got this word in my head. It starts with an R, it ends with an N, and it has you in the middle. Run. He does not support your sobriety. He is drunk. He had sex with your best friend. He can't even keep it together enough to do his illicit activities outside of a place that would tear your heart apart because it's the one person above all whom you are close to. Now, you need to revisit that friendship as well, but you need to run. He blames you for him sleeping with your best friend. He can't see far enough past his own wants and needs to say, man, it was a horrible thing to do. I broke her heart, made her lose a friendship. He stood in this courtroom and talked about you on a telephone after hearing damning information about an inconceivable act of infidelity that he has inflicted upon you. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. Run. You need to be a better person. You're over there. You ain't got no communication. You don't have anything to say. This is the life of a rock star. You're not Mick Jagger. You're this guy, 22-year-old guy, drinks too much, sleeps with his woman's friend, and doesn't have enough dignity or sense to honor what this woman has been through, to honor the promise you made to her, because I believe you made it that you were going to enter into sobriety with her, and then you do the ultimate betrayal, and the best thing you got to say is, she's on her phone too much. She's on her phone because she ain't got anybody to talk to. She's on her phone because there's less of a man standing next to her. She's on her phone to do something other than bother with some guy who's drunk and flirting and carrying on and doesn't have the dignity or the class not to touch one of her friends. That's why she's on her phone. Stay on the phone until you find a real man, and then when you find a real man, put the phone down and deal with him. This matter is adjourned.
What happened today is horrible. I just found out the person that I'm in love with doesn't care. He doesn't want to be with me. But at least I know, maybe we could move forward, but I don't know.
Today on Divorce Court.
I'm here because I think Chris is cheating on me.
I've never cheated on her and I haven't cheated on her. Misty really needs to show me more respect.
He's a lousy provider. I support everything.
She is the only one currently working.
Chris has got to step up and be a man, get a job, and act like he wants his family.
I can see myself spending the rest of my life with Misty.
I want the judge to tell Chris that if he doesn't step up, I'm gone. I'm out of here.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Misty Manning and Christopher Curtis. The two of you have been together for 2 years. You're here on before your vows. You love each other, you want to be with each other, but you're not quite sure whether or not you should get married. So you've come before me, you've taken my compatibility test, and given me your license with permission to tear it up should I find the union ill-advised. Ms. Manning, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me why you love him, but why you're not so sure you should marry him?
Your Honor, I'm here today because I think my boyfriend Chris is cheating on me. When I was in the hospital with pneumonia, he texted his ex-girlfriend asking her to come and see him. When she asked him, well, what about Misty? He said, well, she don't know, won't hurt. He texted another one of his exes asking her, telling her he still had feelings for her, wanting to know if she still had feelings for him. Could they get back together? There was a time where there was a lady that texted the phone or called the phone, and we were in bed, he was in the bathroom, and I answered it. Well, when I answered it, she said, oh, really? And I said, can I ask who this is? She said, why don't you ask Chris who I am? Hung up. So when he came out of the bathroom, I asked him. He says he don't know who it was, he's never seen that number before, but I've recognized that number several times on his phone.
Mr. Curtis, that was a whole lot in one fell swoop. Do you have a response to any of that?
Your Honor, I never cheated on her, and when the lady called my phone, Misty pretended to be, or text my phone, I should say, Misty pretended to be me, just to gain information from her. In regards to me texting an ex, yes, I did text an ex, and I did ask her to come to the hospital, but at that point in time, I didn't know if Misty was going to live or die, and it wasn't for me to cheat on her. I was needing somebody to confide in.
You mean to tell me you got your woman in the hospital, you don't know if she's going to live or die, and you turn to an ex-girlfriend for support?
Yes,
This
Your
is
Honor.
what you're telling me.
Yes, Your Honor.
How much sense does that make?
At the point in time, it made a lot of sense, but now it doesn't make any.
There's growth right there. Mr. Curtis, what is your primary concern with respect to this relationship?
My primary concern in this relationship is that I'm tired of her accusing me of cheating on her and her not respecting me.
Well, that was short and sweet. Ms. Manning, can you tell me any other reasons why you believe that he's cheating on you?
Your Honor, he's always telling lies. He is a pathological liar. He lies about everything. One time he said he was going to go and apply for a job. He lied. He didn't go and apply for a job. He went and donated plasma. And when he had an interview, he told the interview people that I was in the hospital having a miscarriage. I was never pregnant.
Did you do that, Mr. Curtis?
That's
a yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So, are you unemployed now?
Yes, Your Honor.
How long have you been unemployed?
3 months.
Okay. Did you tell her you were going to get a job and had a job interview when you didn't?
No, I did go apply for the job and I did have an interview. I just didn't make the interview.
And you didn't make the interview because?
I was donating plasma, and the time that...
You just didn't want to get the job, right? Because there's no time frame in which you have to donate plasma. If you got a job interview, you go. You don't.
Right.
It's not like the plasma people, the blood people tackled you on the way to the interview and dragged you in and tapped your vein. You made a decision not to go to the interview and to give plasma instead, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. We're getting growth over here. Mr. Curtis, do you respect her?
Yes, I respect her.
Uh-huh. How come so many lies and so many, I'm going to get a job but don't get a job? Got an ex coming to the hospital while she's there. Why so disrespectful?
Because I guess I'm taking out what happened to me in my past relationship out on her.
What happened in your past relationship?
Past relationships, I've been cheated on. I've done everything else for the person that I was with and didn't get any recognition for it. So therefore, being with Misty, I take that out on her.
You take advantage of her before she can take advantage of you.
I guess in a way, yes, Your Honor.
I got that.
Your Honor, one time he had stated that he went and applied for food stamps to try to financially help because he don't want to work. And I'm the one that brings in all the money. I pay all the bills. So I told him at least apply for food stamps. He lied and said, well, I don't know how to apply. And so I tried to help him. Well, he lied about applying for food stamps. He lied about going and getting a job because I've applied for the jobs online for him. And I couldn't even get him to call and schedule an interview or check on the job after I applied for him.
Is all that true?
Yes.
Your Honor, he's okay with being a carny, a carnival worker, and I'm not okay with being a carny's wife. I'm not going to. That's the only job that this man wants to do.
If there's a carnival in town, you'll work it? Is that what
No, basically
how it works?
No, basically what it is I've worked for carnivals for 10 years. It's not something that I can just up and quit one day, and not ever go back to it. She wants me to make money, but she wants me to do it her way. So therefore, I've never worked a 9-to-5 job in my life, never. I've worked carnivals for the last 10.5 years.
Do you have to travel with them?
Yes.
From city to city?
Yeah.
And she doesn't want you to do that because she wants you home.
Exactly, but if she wants me to make money, I don't see a problem with it. As long as I'm sending her money at least every day or every week or whatever, I don't see...
When he does work carnivals, does he send you money?
No, Your Honor, he does not.
That's a lie.
And he is also lying because he said he's never worked a 9-to-5 job. When I got with this man, he was working at the Salvation Army in Tulsa, where I was stranded at for a couple weeks. So if he's never worked a 9-to-5 job, how did he work that job? If I would have known then that he was going to be like this, I would have never took him back home with me.
You took him back home with you?
I took him back
from
home with me
Michigan?
from Oklahoma.
How long did you know him before you took him back home with you?
Not long, Your Honor.
Give me a ballpark.
Your Honor, probably 3 weeks.
Small ballpark, huh?
Yes.
Oh my God! Didn't anybody, when you brought him home, say, "Hey, do
Yes,
you really
Your
know
Honor.
this dude?"
Yes. My parent did. My father did. He didn't like the idea of me bringing him home anyway, but I thought I was in love, and he couldn't tell me nothing better at the time.
What was on your mind when you left the state with a woman after knowing her 3 weeks?
Honestly, Your Honor, I don't know. I fell in love with her. That's all I can really say.
Well, if this is what love looks like, I'd rather be alone.
Your Honor, this man has a very bad anger problem. When we get in arguments or fights, he is quick to call me a bitch, quick to call me fat and put me down, quick to tell me he doesn't love me no more.
Mr. Curtis? So, Ms. Manning, you say he's verbally abusive. Why don't you tell me about that?
Your Honor, this man has a very bad anger problem. When we get in arguments or fights, he is quick to call me a bitch, quick to call me fat and put me down, quick to tell me he doesn't love me no more.
Has he been like that throughout the relationship, or has this developed over time?
Just started.
Just started how long ago?
Probably 6 months.
Do you know why? Do you know what's changed?
Your Honor, I don't. I know that, like, when I put him out, I'll tell him to go. He's got to get out of my apartment. He'll get so mad, he'll punch holes in my walls. There was a couple nights about a week ago where he knocked my coffee table over. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. The police officers got called. They 86'd him out of there. He ended up leaving. I took him back. We were at my dad's. When we first came to Arkansas, we were at my dad's, and this man ended up getting in an argument with me, calling me fat, telling me I was worthless, putting holes in my dad's walls. So he had to step in, kicked him off the property, told him to leave.
Mr. Curtis, are you shrinking at all over there? You starting to feel smaller and smaller?
Yes, Your Honor, I
Yeah,
am.
I'm glad, because that means that you're conscious. Now, Mr. Curtis, do you admit to being verbally abusive? And if so, how did that develop as a lifestyle for you?
Yes, I do admit to being verbally abusive, but when she starts yelling, I get irate. So therefore, I lose my temper very quickly. And yes, I have called her names, I admit that, and I regret that. And no sooner than I say it do I apologize to her for it. I mean, when we fight, we do fight. I've never laid hands on her, but I have broken our stuff and I have put holes in our wall, I'll admit that.
And since you don't work, you don't have the money to replace them, so that puts the burden on her to replace those items you broke, correct?
You're right, it does. And that doesn't give me right to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I have fixed everything that I've put a hole in.
Do you know why she's always yelling at you?
Because I don't do nothing.
There you go. Does it ever occur to you that the appropriate response to her being mad at you about that kind of stuff is to, like, man up as opposed to holler at her?
Yes, it is.
However, you rejected that notion because...
Honestly, I really don't have an answer for that, Your Honor.
This is a before your vows. I have to remind myself of that. Do you want to marry her?
Yes, Your Honor, I do. I love her to death.
How is it that you love her so much but can do nothing for her but hurt her?
Honestly, Your Honor, I don't know. I don't try to hurt her. And that's never been my intention at all.
But you manage it quite a bit. And I want you to try to connect the dots for me. You really, really love her, but this is how you treat her. How does that happen? Ms. Manning, at some point I got to turn to you. This is a before your vows. You've told me he's verbally abusive, that he doesn't work, that he tears up your stuff, that you think he's cheating, brings over the ex when you're at the hospital, all of these things, yet you want to marry him. So I want you to take a hot second there and put your best words together so you can explain to me why it is you want to connect yourself in perpetuity to pain. He is a net negative in your life. He's emotionally harmful. He's tearing down who you are. He's tearing up your house. He's not contributing economically. He lies to you and he cheats on you. What would cause you to throw him out and keep going?
Would you stay in a relationship with someone who refused to work? Tell us what you think at facebook.com/Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back.
So, Ms. Manning, I went through all of his behaviors as you recited them to me and asked you, why are you here on the before your vows? Because it seems to me that you want to attach yourself to pain. Tell me what I'm missing or where I'm wrong.
Your Honor, I love this man, and I want him to get it together and be a man and respect me. But if he doesn't, I'm not going to stay with him.
You have so far. You keep telling me you've thrown him out, you bring him back. What would cause you to throw him out and keep going?
You know, Your Honor, I think it's just I can't let go of him for some reason. I love this man, and I see the change in him, but he's just not willing to do it.
Mr. Curtis?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you willing to change in order to become a man worthy of having her as his wife?
Yes, Your Honor, I am willing to change.
What are you gonna do?
First off, I need to get a job. That's the biggest one. I need to help more around the house. And
you don't do that either?
I do clean the house, but I don't clean it like she wants me to clean it, you know. But I do cook her dinner. I make sure she has dinner ready when she gets off of work.
Every day?
Not every day, at least 3 to 4 times out of the week.
No, you're lying.
Does she go to work every day?
Yes, ma'am.
But you don't feed her every day?
It's not that I don't feed her every day. I don't slave over a hot stove every day, no. But at least 3 or 4 times out of the week, I do.
And if the tables were turning, you were working all day, you'd expect your woman to have a meal for you every day. Not 3 or 4 days, but every day.
Honestly, no, Your Honor. I wouldn't expect her to cook every day for me.
Oh, that doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense. Ms. Manning, I'm going to give you an opportunity to give me a 30-second professional, because right now, you know, all I'm wanting to do is buy you a bus ticket and send you somewhere. So I want you to say something to me that would say, this is a union I'd be worth fighting for. Ready, set, go.
I don't even know, Your Honor. I don't feel like I should be fighting for it. I really don't, because I don't see him changing. I don't see anything, working out with us. He don't want to work. We don't have no communication. When I ask him answers, he won't even tell me. He'll just say, I don't know, or the famous cop-out that he always does about the not you, it's me. Mm-hmm. I don't really see anything coming about it, Your Honor. I don't, and I've tried. I've cried to him, I've begged him, and I've talked to him like a woman, and he still refuses today to do anything.
Mr. Curtis, you have 30 seconds to convince her that she shouldn't bounce you, as I'm going to recommend.
I mean, like she said, we don't have any communication, and she's right, we don't. And when she does ask me questions, I can't give her an answer, but I do love her and I do care about her, and I'll do anything and everything it takes to keep her.
That's it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Got it. Now I'm gonna talk to you. Well, I'm gonna talk to you too. You may not have any fun, but I will.
Which trait would definitely keep you from marrying your partner? Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back.
I fully anticipate that you're going to leave here and be with him. He's done nothing for you. He is a net negative in your life. He's emotionally harmful. He's physically harmful, just tearing up your stuff. He doesn't put hands on you, but he's tearing down who you are. He's tearing up your house. He's not contributing economically. He lies to you and he cheats on you. I don't know what's going to make you go. And he does it because he can. That's it. And he does it because he can. The side of you, whatever love he professes to have for you, does not stop him. It doesn't say, hold up. It doesn't make him, dag, she's working that hard. Let me at least make her a meal. It doesn't do anything. He does as much as he can, when he can, how he can, whatever he can, because he knows you'll take it. I hope you know you're better than that. I hope you believe that you can step on and step forward, either with or without him. Whether you have a man, don't matter. It's better than being beat over the head with what you're not and how not good you are, and he's cheating on you. He can bring home some disease. I mean, you don't know what he's doing. He lies to you. You know, if somebody verbally abuses you long enough, you become that little piece of nothing that they tell you that you are. Bit by bit, day by day, they make you smaller and smaller and less, and one day you'll look up and can't get out because you're so small, because he's convinced you of that. I don't know what's wrong with you, Mr. Curtis, but let me tell you what. You are going to get in life the whole lot of nothing that you give her. You got nothing to recommend you. You have no kindness. You have no love. You have no conscience. And you just, yeah, I did it. Yeah, I did it. You don't even believe that you're not a bad guy. You're just a nothing guy that gives her nothing, expects everything, and don't want to do anything about it. I hope I'm wrong about you. I hope you're not this black hole of negativity that I see. But that's what you are. And I don't know how you can look in the mirror every day, say you love a woman, and live off a woman, and tear a woman down, and still feel like a man in the morning. Can't see it. Don't know how it happens. Don't know how you live with yourself. I couldn't treat somebody who I didn't love with that amount of disregard. Have somebody I didn't love, but he's taking care of me and paying my bills, and I'm gonna talk nasty about him. Please. What does that say about you? Ms. Manning, step on, step forward, move past this. This is an ugly you do not have to bear. And I don't want you to believe that you're better off just because you have a dude. See this little marriage license? See, if I had a lighter, we would take it out in flames and we dance around it in a bonfire about freedom for you, but you have the right to feel good about yourself. Don't hook up with a guy that doesn't make you feel good. You with me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Step on, step forward. This matter is adjourned.
Misty, I'm sorry for everything that's happened in our relationship, and I don't want it to end like this. That's never.
Judge, today's case, three-way.
Not a suggestive DM message, not hearsay from a friend. She actually caught him in bed with two women. Let's see how this one works out.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Ashley Mazion and Rasheen Harris. The two of you have been together for 4 years. Ms. Mazion, you are seeking $300 for an unpaid loan from Mr. Harris, and we will talk about that momentarily. But before we do, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why we're here today in divorce court?
This man has the nerve to be upset with me because I'm not ready to have his baby. My intuition has been leading me to believe that he's been cheating on me, especially when I came home from work early one day and caught him in our bedroom with not one, but two women. Now, I get in the house, I hear noises coming from the bedroom. The kids are at school, so no one is home but Rasheen. So I tiptoe to the bedroom door, I peek in, and he's in the bed with two women who he claimed were his clients.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Harris?
Well, based on her story, 2 women, but I'm a photographer.
That was pretty good.
I'm a photographer.
I enjoyed that. You're a photographer?
Yeah, I'm a
Did she
photographer.
catch you in bed with 2 women?
I feel like it's a hyper exaggeration because as far as he's saying bedroom, we have another bed in the house in the basement, right?
Uh-huh.
And as far as her knowledge, we was in the basement. She didn't actually see anything. The 2 women are there. There was a bed, but we was doing a boudoir shoot, which is normally like lingerie, some, nice.
Were you in the bed with them?
At the moment, yeah, because
Were you trying to get a better camera angle? What was going on?
Well, all right, so it's not. All right, so it's normally what you see, you believe. But she didn't see anything like that. The thing is, it was a long shoot. It was towards the end of it. She came in during the part when the ladies happened to pull me in. We was joking around, but I had clothes on. Like, you can't do anything with clothes on.
Sure you can.
Well, I
Your
can't do
Honor,
any. I can't do
They
any.
had clothes on, but they were under the covers, so I'm assuming they were naked. When I came in the room,
all 3 of y'all were under the covers?
No. I wasn't under the covers. I was getting out of the bed when she was coming in. Pretty much, I pulled her out of the room. I don't even know why she's saying that she's seen anything, because I didn't have it. Nothing happened.
Let's say the situation was reversed. You walk in and she's in the bed with 2 dudes.
She's not a photographer.
Yeah, but still.
First of all, how are you going to be filming 2 women in our bedroom? If you're going to do a photo shoot, you do it outside of the home. You don't bring these women in our bedroom without my permission.
Mr. Harris, your response to that
especially
would
if I'm
be?
not home.
It sounds good, but at the same time, right? I do photo shoots. I have a little studio in the basement. And
Now, does he have a studio in the basement?
He does.
Well, then that's what that is.
Exactly. She
Your Honor,
complains now, but when the
they
money's
were in
coming
the
in for the
bedroom.
studio and
She's
all
all
the photo
good
shoot,
with it.
it's good,
Yeah.
right? We go shopping, you go shopping, you got your nice outfits, you got your nice shoes, right? So it's only a problem when it's like a situation that she's unsure of.
Yes, Mr. Harris, she says that you call her an attention whore.
Oh, absolutely.
Why don't you tell me why you do it and what kind of things she does that causes you concern?
Well, the biggest thing that I have a concern with is that she likes to show off her tattoos. And she has like 2 of her favorite tattoos, which is actually on her butt cheeks.
Uh-huh.
Right? Yeah, butt cheeks. And the thing about it, she's an amazing dancer too. She can dance, and she happens to be what, I guess online would be considered a twerk queen. A twerk queen.
Really?
Yeah, so any
That's
opportunity.
not true, Your Honor.
That's not true. Any opportunity. This is the first time she's been on camera and didn't get it like, oh, okay. You know, something. You know? Like,
is that you, Miss Mazion?
No, ma'am.
Turn around. Not what I meant, but
why don't you do your favorite
is
move?
that you? Is that picture you?
We were at the beach. We were at the pool. I mean, that's what we do. Suns out, buns out. It's not like I do it everywhere we go. I mean, we was at the pool.
Will
We
you
was having
tell
a good
me
time.
some inappropriate things she's done and places she's done them in?
The most inappropriate is pretty much when we have like a little house get-togethers. I got my friends over. Like, my gosh, you know, we have a few of her female friends over. Cool, right? Everybody's drinking, having fun, etc. But as soon as, like, for some reason, she loves music. I love music too, but she'll put a song on, and it's a song that she can't help herself, right?
Right.
My guys is around though, right?
Mm-hmm.
My best people, they can't help themselves but to watch the show, and then she just like, here we go, just bop, you know. House.
Your Honor, we're getting. Let him finish.
Certain attire that she wears, right? It's also allowing it to show her tattoos.
Now, Rashid knew what it was when he signed up, Your Honor. When we met in a strip club. He were with his friends, I were with mine. We were all having a good time dancing. He walked past me, and it went from there. Everything happened so fast. You know, we moved in together, so it's not like he didn't know I was this type of woman. He
Right.
knew what it was before he signed up. So my thing is, why complain about it now?
Right, right.
You know, you set those boundaries at the beginning of the relationship. You don't wait till down the line to, you know, to come out with all these demands and commands and all of this such. So my thing is, don't try to make it seem like I'm just twerking for, you know, social media.
But we talking about down the line now, though. We talking about down the line now.
We're in a club setting.
She does make a good point that she was doing it when you met her. What's changed? Have you had a conversation? Have you had a change of heart? Or you just think because the relationship has become a different entity that she ought to change her behavior?
When I came home from work early and seen those two women in our bedroom, that's what this whole thing is about. He's going left field. I'm not the one that got caught cheating, you know? My thing is, the twerking has nothing to do. The twerking is no better than him being caught in the bedroom.
I believe it's mainly because the situation has changed. I feel like I'm matured a little bit myself. I feel like we both have. So I feel like the way we carry ourselves, especially when you with me, you shouldn't even be thinking about doing that because she knows I don't like it. So I feel like it's just straight disrespectful for her to even do something like that when I already explained to you I dislike it, right? I already
told her that it was a problem.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
And your mother.
I mean, the cheating was a problem too. I mean, that was the initial reason we're being here today, because the cheating. When I came home from work early and seen those two women in our bedroom, that's what this whole thing is about. He's going left field. I'm not the one that got caught cheating, you know? My thing is, the twerking has nothing to do. The twerking is no better than him being caught in the bedroom.
Okay, I got you. I think that might have a little suspect, but it was a studio. I might, you know,
The bedroom is not a studio, Your Honor.
If there was a number of situations that you could bring my attention to that this was consistent with, I would tend more to...
there was some situations
Well,
now.
tell me about them. Tell me about them.
Okay, one day when I was going to get ready to do our laundry, separating all the clothes, and I see lipstick print on his boxers. He tells me that it's my lipstick print.
Same color as your lipstick.
No, ma'am. I know my lipstick colors, Your Honor. That was not mine. You know what? I let it slide because, like I said, my intuition had already been leading me to believe that he's been cheating. That was just one scenario. But when I came home and seen the women in the bed, that just was the fuel to the fire.
I got you.
Now, I understand we have a studio in the basement, but that's what it's for. Our bedroom is not the studio.
I got you. So they were in the upstairs bedroom, not downstairs in the studio?
They were in the upstairs. It led downstairs because that's where the fight led to when he decided to leave and go stay with his family member.
So
like
you were
he
upstairs
always
in the
does.
bedroom? You misdirected me, my man.
They had to use the restroom, and
you had to go with
the downstairs bathroom is a mess right now. We actually got to get it fixed. The toilet is not really flushing, so they was using the restroom. That's what I'm saying. Like, from
But how did you get up there and in the bed with them?
I wanted to make sure they had tissue, made sure that everything was good.
He just didn't know that I was going to be getting
I'm right with you, Ms. Mazion. I'm right there with you.
He just didn't know that I was going to be leaving work early that day. 'Cause if I would have never left, I would have never had known.
What job? Job interview.
You know I do hair and I bartend part-time, so let's not go there.
I got that part. We're going to talk about it. But, Ms. Mazion, you say that he is so controlling. Like, when you go out, he will grab you up because he doesn't like what you're doing. Tell me about that.
Yes, like I say, we like to party. You know, we have friends that always invite us out to parties and gatherings. So we were out at the club. We're having a good time. I'm dancing, enjoying myself. And the next thing you know, he comes in, grabs me, pulls me, and tells me, "You're doing too much. Get your A over here."
Were you doing too much?
But Rasheen, you know that
But
we
Rasheen,
always...
she didn't say
you know
no.
how I am. When I'm at the club, I'm the life of the party. I like to dance. I can't help that I'm free-spirited. Everyone loves me. But I was not cheating.
Mr. Harris, how much is too much? What was going on?
She's saying I'm entertaining a woman. She's entertaining the club.
I was dancing. That's what you do at the club. You dance.
You entertain the club?
You enjoy yourself.
But if you with me, right, and you know I dislike that, maybe I want to spend some time with you and enjoy the music.
Well,
in the club.
Rasheen, if you want to spend time, we have to go to a place together and spend time, not in a club.
If you would like your case to be heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms, and for exclusive content, go to Apple TV.
She turns it up. So, like, whenever we go out, like, I think I remember, like, the instances she talking about, but it's because she started it early. Like, you can't just come in the club, like, if you don't mind, just boom, oh, that's my song, and you just get started. And it's,
But what
like,
about that same
she
night
lied.
in the club? I see him in a woman's face. He know he was wrong, Your Honor, because when I walk towards him,
I'm looking for
he
business.
walks away from the lady because he knows that I'm coming and he knows what's about to happen.
Listen.
You have no business
When you're
entertaining another woman in the club with your woman in there.
She's saying I'm entertaining a woman. She's entertaining the club.
I was dancing. That's what you do at the club. You dance.
You entertain the club?
You enjoy yourself.
But if
you
you
have a
with
good
me,
time.
right, and you know I dislike that, maybe I want to spend some time with you and enjoy the music in the club.
Rashid, if you want to spend time, we have to go to a place together and spend time, not in a club.
Now, Mr. Harris, let me ask you this. You say that she's verbally abusive, says you ain't crap, you'll never be crap. Tell me about what she says and when she says it.
She likes to go crazy. Let's say if I don't have a chance to respond, like to a text message, like she'll go, hey, like it starts off sweet. It really starts off sweet. Hey, babe, just checking on you. Hope you have a wonderful day. I seen she's into spiritual angel numbers. So like, I seen the number, that means you're about to have amazing change. You enjoy your day, something like that. If I don't respond, hey, babe, did you see my text? Just checking on you, seeing what you want for dinner, something like that. Next thing you know, where you at? Next one, oh, you must be with your boo. Next thing, oh, tell that B, if I see her or if I catch y'all, it's on, right?
Well, Your Honor,
Ms. Mazion, does that occur?
Your Honor, first of all,
that would be a yes. And I see where you're going with that, because it's just crazy. How you doing? What do you want for dinner? You must be with your boo. I get that. My question is, how much time elapses between the first text and that last one?
That's within a 20-minute period.
Exactly. So that was plenty of enough time to respond.
That's a long period of time? That's long?
Yeah.
That's long?
A text message
That's
doesn't
not
take
even
but
a lunch
second
break.
to send.
Ms. Mazion, are you serious?
You want to text me all day long. If I have time to text all day long, I'm not doing what I said I was going to do in the first place.
Right. You working.
I'm working. The bills are paid, so it's showing that I'm working.
But you don't have to stay out late every night after work. There is no way.
It's not every night,
There
though.
is no way that
It's not every night.
staying out late.
Mr. Harris, are you fooling around on her?
No. Black men don't cheat.
You and Charlemagne. Charlemagne, I believe. I'm not so sure about you. Because he fessed up to what he was doing. Mr. Harris, I was right with you.
Listen,
Until I asked you that question, and your response was so hesitant and weak. Are you doing some wrong things?
I talk, but like after.
I mean, the women in the bed were a dead giveaway.
Oh,
so.
Mr.
No.
Yeah, he's cheating.
So the way I'm a spiritual person myself, that's where our biggest connection even started. We both spiritual people, right? I feel like I'm single, right? Until that marriage license or whatever, when I filed my taxes, says married. A title to me is just another delay of sometimes a situationship, which happens a lot of times. So I feel like our love.
Hang on. Do you believe that you're in a situationship with her?
I love her. But at the same time,
but you're in a situationship,
it feels like it.
And to you, situationships allow you to dally about a bit with other women.
Dally about sounds like I'm doing something. Like when I say that I talk, I mean that I actually talk. I just gotta be honest, because you brought it up. You said building a household, kids, etc. Like that's another thing. Like I want my own kids. All of her children that she has are by other men.
I want you to hear me. This man just told you you're in a situationship, not a relationship. This man just told me that if you're not married, you're not married. You do not have another man's baby unless you're married to him. You should never allow a man to put his future in your body unless he's committed to a future with you. You've already made that mistake 3 times. Don't make it again.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? You say you loaned him $300 to go gamble. He lost it and won't pay it back. Explain it to me.
Your Honor, I lent him $300 because he said, babe, I want to go to the casino with the guys. Let me borrow $300. I'm going to gamble. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to give you your $300 back plus interest. So I'm all for it. Yeah, I want some extra money.
How much interest did you decide on that amount?
No, he just
Never
told me
be vague with money. If you're going to charge him interest, charge him interest. Know what the number is. Just saying. Go ahead.
Well, he went to the casino. I gave him the $300. He lost the whole $300. Then had the nerve to tell me, well, I pay the bills, I pay the rent, it's okay. Mind you, he's controlling, so he wants to know where every dollar that I spend go anyway. So he feels like he doesn't have to pay the $300 back. So I was furious. When I tell you I was furious, I flattened his tire. You don't give me my $300, you won't have a tire. Now you gotta go buy you a tire. Yeah, it was immature, but my thing was, we're under the same roof, yeah, true enough, but you don't know what I wanted to do with my money. You can't be in control of everything. That is my money.
I got you.
I lent it to him to let him borrow it, because...
I got you. You know what, Ms. Mazion? You just talked yourself out of $300. I was all ready to give it to you. You don't need to say anything because you don't have a problem. You got a problem. If he'd have asked you for $300, you loaned it to him, he didn't give you back, and he gambled it away, I would have given you the money. But then you said I went out and flattened his tires because he didn't do it. If you come into court, you got to come into court with clean hands. You can't come in here having done something ratchet. Admit to criminal conduct, and then ask me to back your play.
But I knew I wasn't going to...
It don't matter. You could have had $300 and you acted a fool and talked yourself out of it. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
Do you guys think you'll be able to move forward from here?
To be honest with you, I'm not really sure. It just depends on if Rasheed gets on the same page as I am and we could just be able to work past our disagreements. Like I say, he did get caught cheating, but I'm willing to move forth past that. We have a lot of history together. I mean, I do love him, so I'm willing to make things work.
I feel like we just gotta have a good conversation and not an argument. When we actually listening to each other, listen to what we both feel, and move from there.